Reviewing That Show. We here to review that show. And if we think we can, we can still view that show. All the people be trying to view like us, but you know they can. It's Marty, and that's it.
Review that show, bitch!
For them to be like,
You didn't see 2?
I didn't see 2.
What?
2 came out at, I think I was in high school when 2 came out, right?
You had to been.
Yeah. So, and I just was, if I was going to the theater at all, it wasn't going to be for that at the time. And never made the effort to see it afterwards either. And then when 3 came out,
So how did you wind up seeing 3 if you just said fuck 2 because I'm too cool for school?
Yeah, you know, because I don't know. I feel
I'm
like
too cool for
there was a
this
general
shit, man.
There was a general consensus I felt at the time, and it could have been right or wrong, but there was a general consensus that if you had at least seen the first one, you could watch the third one without having seen the second
same
one.
Shit for.
What? Which one?
For a lot of this shit out here.
What?
Who do we go down alphabetically? Like, fuck.
Well, I mean, it
the
did work.
Avengers, like,
The
it's like
Avengers.
saying, I saw Captain America, Iron Man, and Black Panther, so I'm gonna go see.
I'm gonna go see the Avengers
I'm gonna see Endgame and be caught up.
with only these few movies in my belt. I mean,
It's
you
not
could
the same,
try.
though.
Yeah, you could try.
It's not the
And
same.
it's like, no, it's really not.
Because they're
there's
standalone kind of movies too.
And
They don't have the same.
Well, there was an introduction in Toy Story 2 of like a new character, and basically, I guess whoever Bullseye is, the horse, wasn't there before, but he came along with the new character.
Yeah.
Anyway, so now we got Bullseye and a new character.
Right.
And I want to say somebody even downloaded maybe or just kind of told me, hey, this is where she came from. That's all you need to know. Boom, jump into that third movie.
Oh.
Like, I can't, like, honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. When Toy Story 3 came out, or at least by the time it was sort of circulating in my DVD player, it was, like, in the early stages of me discovering weed. And so most of those times and days and movies and stuff are haze. I went to see this movie that starred Ed Helms. He's the dentist from The Hangover.
I see. Okay.
Right? And it's called Cedar Rapids. You ever heard of it?
That sounds familiar. Sounds like something I wouldn't even like.
It's like this weird movie, but the thing is,
I'm judgmental.
I went to see it at midnight one year. I have no recollection of going. I remember going to see everything. I have no memory of that movie whatsoever.
You passed your bedtime.
I was a little high,
It
yo.
was all fucking.
I was a little fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little messed up.
Maybe it wasn't.
Maybe it wasn't.
Felt I should have did that with Pacific Rim, but since that didn't wind up happening, I was very upset. It's a real ball
I mean,
toss.
I don't even. You know what they do? You mean in terms of watching the first one before you watch the second one?
In terms of watching any of them before I lose my sanity.
Yeah. Wow.
I should have done
That's
that.
different. That
I
is
didn't.
different.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't even remember where we were. Are we recording?
We're always recording.
We're always recording.
It's a recording-free zone.
Of course. I remember back in the day when he used to catch a nigga off guard.
Off guard, no, you.
Not anymore.
You already put that out there that's not gonna be the case.
That's not gonna happen anymore. It's gonna
Not
be
anymore.
It's gonna be difficult.
Watch what you say when you walk in the door.
I mean, it's not like
I actually take peeks.
I mean, it's not like I'm hiding it. Like, just
Yeah,
I
no,
walked
yeah,
up,
right.
I pressed the
I'm like,
button,
and
I
it's
walked
sitting right in front of
off.
us. It's like,
I'm not even being slick
What are you?
here.
Hey man, what are you over there pushing?
What are you doing?
Right.
over
Buttons
there?
you're hitting over there.
But are you excited for Toy Story 4? Because Toy Story 3 was the business, dog.
It
I
was,
really
though.
dug
I
Toy
wasn't
Story 3. So
expecting
you
it.
didn't like Toy Story 3?
I did. I remember digging it.
Okay,
I remember
I was-
watching it maybe twice.
I
But
was going to review if you're
I
going to Toy
did.
Story.
I did.
You can't be an adult and not at least get a little choked up at the Toy Story 3
Yeah,
ending.
no man.
Well, here's the thing, man. I still have my, affinity. I had my crate full of toys and stuff like that. Like that speaks to me definitely on that nostalgic level. I had toys, tons of them.
I mean,
And I think
Yeah.
and just that transition, at least I'm talking in reference to the third movie, I think that's a a universal thing that a lot of people can relate to. That transition from, being all about the toys and that big crate of them,
Of course.
to just sort of kind of, I guess growing up and getting into other things in life.
Yeah, bro.
I see.
It was the transition to adulthood, man.
Yeah.
And it was a great moment, dog. Like I really.
So I left it there.
Cause you're right. Honestly, yeah. But I'm not gonna say that because Toy Story 4 might have a flip. It might have a flip that works. But you're right. If we never saw another Toy Story after Toy Story 3, I would have been
but
very.
Wait,
hold up, motherfucker! You can't judge.
Why?
You ain't seen the whole trilogy.
I didn't.
So
I still feel completed.
You just laid up and said.
I still feel completed.
They could have left it there.
I still feel completed.
Yeah, man. It's
Now,
not about
I
how
can't
old you are.
front.
It's about how
You
old
got a
you
whole
feel.
incomplete in the
Now,
middle.
part 2 out of the 3 is the worst.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
I mean, I think 1's the best. 3,
One is gotta
then
be
3,
the
then
best.
2.
Nothing touches 1.
Like 1 is 1. 1 gonna be 1.
Okay.
One gonna be 1.
I'll agree with that.
If someone likes 3 more than 1, I won't hate on them. If you want to
I am
interchange
one of
1
those-
and 3,
I am that guy.
I ain't gonna hate on you, son, but you can't
I'm
put
that
2
guy.
in front of
Don't put
either
two in
one.
front of- yeah.
Well, you can.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That shit. The
No,
one
no.
thing we know, that ain't in
Fucking
danger happening.
can't stand it. I just don't.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to? Anything that hasn't come out yet this summer? Like in terms, I'm super excited about this summer slate. I don't know. I guess I've been 50-50 as far as being whelmed about what's come out so far.
Yeah.
As you noticed, I haven't brought you John Wick 1 and 2 because
You didn't like 3?
I don't know.
You didn't dig 3?
I
dug
saw
it.
3 too.
My dude,
I dug
I'm
it.
about to say, my dick, you
dug
gagged on the dick of Wick.
I
So
did.
you better like 3.
And then I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I guess I was expecting a different dick. And then
Oh.
It's the same-
I
it's
showed up and it's the
continuation.
exact same dick. And I'm just like, oh,
What?
you're not gonna flip it
Okay.
around or nothing. You just
No.
go, no,
You're
just
just gonna
that's
continue.
the exact same dick. Okay, cool.
I
We're
need
not
to-
gonna do nothing special with it.
I
We're
need
not
to
gonna put a
test-
hat on it or nothing. Okay,
Right.
I need
Same
to test
dick.
your Rolodex right fast because it's something I
Yeah.
read about John Wick that made me laugh earlier. It was gonna make me laugh when I eventually see it. They say,
okay.
bruh, they say, man, Theon's character development on Game of Thrones is so amazing that he even went into the future and is the reason that John Wick is a thing. If it wasn't for Theon on Game of Thrones, we would have no John Wick.
Oh my god.
Is that the truth? Is that actor in John Wick 1? Is he the reason why John Wick goes absolute ape shit?
Absolutely. Yes.
Because I know if I see
And
him,
then
I'm gonna be like,
some.
look at Theon ass
My
fucking up.
And then some. Yes.
Yeah.
We got you fucking up.
Absolutely.
Actually,
And it's like you know what the thing is? It's like when you find out when the shit plays out actually in front of you, you kind of like this could have went differently.
it could have.
This so could have went differently. But oh no, your boy had to be entitled. Theon had to be entitled.
Oh, you know it.
It had to ruin everything.
He had to be a Theon about it.
Well, yeah,
All
man.
this over the dog.
I'm mediocre. I'm 50-50 on in terms of my being pleased with what I've gotten so far. Because we're only halfway there. But are you excited about anything in particular?
I'm half excited. I'm excited about Lion King, but I'm not.
Well, I don't want to bury the lead.
I'm not like, yay, Lion King. You know, this is in 1991. I think Martin said it on a previous episode. I wish they would have brought Whoopi Goldberg back. Like some of the people that we're used to hearing that made the characters. Like I'm really interested to see how the actors take that on a new concept. Because you know some of them either step in and they do the same thing as before and they try to stick to the strict rules, or they like go completely left or completely right with it, and you're like, okay, I either love it or hate it. Like there's no in between. Like I can't really forgive you because you could have put Whoopi in the fucking thing. Like I don't get it. Like what is she doing besides creating wonderful weed products for women hygiene purposes? I mean, helping out in that aspect.
She supports adult diapers.
I mean, where is Nathan Lane? Like
that's
like
good.
dude, what are you doing?
That is a good
like,
question.
Hello.
Yeah.
So I'm curious
doing
to
an
see.
episode of Modern Family somewhere.
What they bring to it. If they're gonna spin it differently, or if they're gonna like make it the live action version of the original, like they've been doing, because all live actions have been like from beginning. From beginning.
Somebody made the joke that since there's no it's all basically CGI'd animals, that it's technically not really a live action version of the
Facts. And we can say the same thing about Jungle Book then. But Jungle Book was awesome.
Well, yeah, but then they had that. I don't know. There's that section where they kind of go into the town and stuff.
Well, see, I know.
But it's like, well, no, but I'm honest. I wanted to ask though, where were you? Oop, we're gonna move this. We're gonna make this work. All right, so where were you when the original Lion King came?
I was a babe in swaddling cloth.
So
it was the movie of my generation.
Was it? Okay, cool.
Yes,
so you have a huge attachment to the original cartoon?
Yes.
Okay, or animated movie. I'm sorry, animated
there you go.
movie.
Whatever.
Right, whatever we're calling it this week. You know.
Disney
But yeah,
stuff. Yes.
after this one, I'm not super excited. Well, dang, I want to start talking about Aladdin before we get to it.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it yet, because that's why I'm here.
But not really. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, I think that has the most potential to surprise me.
Yeah. True. True.
I just came out of the Aladdin screening, so I'm just kind of thinking back on like, oh, you know what? I went to the movies to see this as a kid, and it's kind of bringing back part of those memories. Mm-hmm. And I wonder kind of what's going to be the same thing with Lion King. But I huge Donald Glover fan. Who doesn't love Beyonce?
I love me in acting.
Okay, fair enough. James Earl Jones.
I love James.
See, there we go. There, James.
He's a martyr.
James Earl Jones.
He's been a martyr for a long time now.
Fair enough.
Who does not know this man? But just like the rest of these people.
Yeah,
that were busy.
I mean,
is Nathan Lane not working still?
I don't know. You know what? I would love to hear the idea or the thought process behind, we have these actors from the original, and we could keep the continuity there, but
we're gonna mix
it up go a different way
and make some money here.
We're gonna go
sprinkle a little sugar.
And they fucking should, dog. You know how white the original movie is?
Oh yeah, it is.
I mean,
everybody's freaking British and it's in Africa.
And Beauty and the Beast.
Everybody's British. I don't give a fuck about them. They're supposed to be white, but we're in an African jungle, and you really tell me everyone's British? Like, at least Beauty and the Beast is in France somewhere in the olden days, Little Mermaids under the sea. But you mean to freaking tell me that we ain't got, everybody in Africa's British? Iago, not Iago, what's his name? The bird is fucking
Zazu.
British. Zazu's fucking British. The mom is not. The mom, Mufasa.
The mom was.
The Mufasa, the mom, and young Simba singing voices, the blackest shit in the whole damn movie.
Yeah.
Is young Nala not black?
I don't know. I don't think
is.
so, bro. I swear, dog. We had I don't know. This new rendition is way blacker. Now I wish they would have had Whoopi, definitely, but it's way blacker. You know what I mean? I had somebody on my wall was like, man, I wish they would have brought back Irons for us.
Jeremy Irons. Come on.
That would have been lovely, but I don't mind she would tell Ojafor.
Yeah.
True. I love him too. He's great.
Let's go.
He's great. It's just, the title. Yeah, I can see it more black, but I just heard this recently on a podcast, and I'll just repeat it here. To black it all out makes it a phenomenon, but it's not gonna make me be like, okay, nigga, we can all sit down and come up with some people for some of these questionable castings here or there, and find a black alternative. Like, we ain't gotta go white at all. We not talented. We got enough of us not getting work out here.
I'm lost on what you're talking about. With Lion King, you're talking in general. I'm lost. When you say,
the original Lion King was very, 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 very white.
Yeah.
Very white.
With a black story.
But now we have more Is everybody black? Is there please tell me everybody's black.
Majority, no, Timon and Pumbaa white. I don't mind.
Okay.
I don't mind having any white cast members. I'm just saying that we could have made it way more black.
Oh, for sure.
And now
the
it
first
is.
Time.
Yeah, the first time, and now it's way more black. I ain't saying white people can't be around. It's just funny to me that we're in the African jungle and we got so many. People get mad. We don't want to hear Beyonce's Texas accent. So you was cool with Scar's British accent. You was cool with Zazu's British accent.
But accent, stop.
But Beyonce can't be from Texas, man. Y'all go the whole
Stop that. Stop that. It's a personal preference. Y'all killing me.
But besides Lion King,
accent.
Spider-Man coming. I'm ready for that Spider-Man new joint. You said other things coming in the summer. What else coming in the summer? There's Lion King and Spider-Man. Something at the door? I'm not
I
tripping.
don't think that was the door. it sounds like a garbage can.
Lion King, Spider-Man. There's so much stuff on the slate. Maybe I'll be about to Google the damn slate.
And just there we go, boom.
Because most of mine have kind of come out.
That's what I'm like. I can't think of one. So, like, I'm really looking forward to seeing this.
Lion King, Midsummer, Star Wars. Another Star Wars is coming out.
Oh God, the last one, right? Jeez.
No, there's no such thing as last.
Come
Ain't no
on,
stop.
man.
The Informer, Jumanji 3, Stuber.
I'm good on that.
Stuber. Yeah.
And that's not what I'm thinking about. No, I did just see something. When me and Jay was leaving from BRIGHTBURN, did a couple of things. I was like, I want to see that. What was it? That Will Smith one looks interesting. Gemini Man.
Oh yeah, that has to be what I have to see. Just I like that concept alone.
I gotta hold off. Until I'm actually sitting in the theater. Because I don't know if I'm getting After Earth or some new thing.
Shut your ass up. It's gonna be in my head.
I mean, like, come on. I'm like, it's.
Why would you do that to me, bro?
Why he did it, man?
Bruh.
I never even gave After Earth a shot. Like, I had no interest.
Oh, yeah?
I had no interest whatsoever on that joint. Like, and I'm a Will Smith fan. Just nothing about it made me go, I'm interested. Like, I didn't have an interest. They didn't market it well. And then the bad word of mouth didn't help it.
Awful.
But summer movie calendar, we got, we're in May. So, of course, there's your John Wick.
Mm-hmm.
Aladdin just came out. BRIGHTBURN. We about to talk about Aladdin and BRIGHTBURN. Godzilla, any interest?
I can't believe that they're making another fucking movie. Oh, God. No. The answer is no.
I'm interested because it's like throwback. He fighting other monsters. Because I remember growing up watching Godzilla, and like that was one of the plugs. He'd fight all these other monsters after humans got dealt with him. He became like a quasi hero. I haven't seen the most recent renditions of Godzilla, but him fighting monsters is what the fuck I care about Godzilla for. So I might give it a shot.
Yeah, I guess it's the same thing with me with that. Is the concept is more. It's not to some new shit like how they did Jurassic Park and Jurassic World and all that kind of shit. Like it's not like okay we're gonna try to remake something. Like they do go back to him fighting like the most powerful ancient being that's just so happened to fucking pop up, and there's always a leader in this, and they're moving like a herd. Like that shit looks interesting, but soon as everything looked interesting up until they said Godzilla, and I was like,
well, so you just don't like Godzilla?
I don't like Godzilla.
Why you don't like Godzilla?
Godzilla. How can I take? It's hard for me not to laugh and shit in this circumstances. Like it's hard for me not to. I don't take shit like that seriously. Maybe that's a problem. It's just a different kind of fucking.
That's just the age-old monster film disaster joint. My thing is, I like because they said the last one was pretty good. I remember the first one got mixed reviews. The very last one they said was really good. And I guess now this is the third one of them, and now they're setting this up, and they're gonna do King Kong versus Godzilla next.
Oh,
and I just kind of want to get to that.
That's what I'm. But that's the thing. But that's the thing. On this one, he fighting all his classic villains like Mithra and all that shit. You hear me? So that's why I'm like, I wish this would have been first because Godzilla the disaster film isn't my bag. I'm not really that into disaster films. But Godzilla fighting other Godzillas and shit. Godzilla's fighting King Kong and shit. And it's so funny. The original, you ever saw the original King Kong versus Godzilla? There's like two versions of them. One with King Kong win, one with Godzilla win. It's the exact same movie aside from that. It's just one was for the American crowd and one's for the Japanese. Because Japanese people want their Godzilla to win.
Of course they do.
But King Kong is an American construct, so it depends. But like that's what I'm here for. So I'll go see that joint just off of seeing the monsters fight. Mine about to drop with Octavia Spencer.
I want to see that. Yeah, that was another one.
I'm see that with my
peers.
Yeah, that's a peer. Like I can't be able to encapsulate everything that happens in front of my eyes. Like I need some witnesses with me. That's like, all right, what just happened? Are we good? Yeah. This is because I don't want to overjudge. Like that's why I have to see movies more than once because I have just regular theater goer mind, and then I have that artist check-in mind where I just can't turn anything off. So I'm like, okay. Either to be really anal about everything or just enjoy the fucking movie. So I can't wait for Godzilla versus King Kong because I love King Kong. So that you call me up when that happens. I'm gonna just listen to the show for your Godzilla review.
I want to see that as well. I think for Ma though, I'm excited about it. I definitely want to see it. One of the ones I'm looking forward to. But the trailer, unfortunately, that's one of the ones I have seen the trailer of, and I think there's maybe 2 of them circulating right now.
That's 2.
But they both. Oh, you've only seen both of them. No matter which one you've seen.
Yeah.
They both show too much of the movie.
Yeah, they do.
Way too much, and the fact that there are 2 of them out there that kind of show different aspects of it, kind of just for me, you can put the whole thing together if you want to. I think, there's maybe a tiny mystery there,
they might
a
spin
connection.
It on our ass, though.
That could maybe flip and maybe
set
come
us
out
up
of
to
left
make
field.
us think it's one thing and then
And
surprise
it could be another one.
Theater, right?
Which would be cool. I'll accept that.
Yeah.
I'd be down for that experience.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of it is kind of on the table right now, so the movie may have to do a bit of work to kind of surprise me. But in terms of my money, it's already, my butt's already in the seat.
Well, we interviewed the homie Tanya Wade, but she's been in some Gumbo Monster films before on Acting While Black. We kind of started her situation with that. And we talked in depth about Maka, she's in it. And before knowing she was in it, I was going to see it anyway. I'm going to see it because, my partner in there. But besides that, but I bring this up because what she's playing in there, you would know from the trailer because she ain't in no trailer.
Right.
So I know what she's playing, which makes me go, well, like, almost contrary to what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying? Like, not necessarily that most of the movie I feel like I'm going to be able to tell certain shit, but the mere fact that whatever that twist is regarding her is there makes me go, okay, so how does that play out?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because, because they only show. But before any of that, I mean, a black woman helming a horror film.
Hello?
I was there off the dump. Like,
and I love Octavia Spencer.
the movie might wind up being mediocre.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I was going to be there regardless because it's this black woman helming this horror film. So especially no middle-aged black woman, I can't think of another film of its kind.
Of course.
I can't think of one.
I can see that, yeah.
And does anybody know anything about this director? Like, I've never really seen his name before.
Tate Taylor?
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about Tate
I'm
Taylor.
kind of curious. Yeah, like, is he black?
No, Tate?
Mm-mm.
I mean, how many black Tates do we know? You know a bunch of black Tates?
Not a bunch, but I feel like there's at least 1 or 2.
I mean, there's always at least a 1 or 2, but I'm a veer on he's most likely a white boy named Tate.
Come on, man.
Tate.
Come on.
I'll look up good old Tate. You hear me?
But I'm like, maybe not.
So far, okay, he made I Spy. He made Winter's Bone.
Okay.
He did Get On Up. He did the James Brown joint.
Okay.
Oh, no, he's white.
Yeah. You know who that is.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
If he directed Winter's Bone, that is a white man.
Yeah. Rocket Man, the Elton John story. Where y'all at with that?
Not very, okay, so I'm excited about it, but I don't know a lot about Elton John's life, so there's not a bunch of highlights or moments that I'm like, oh man, I hope they do put this in the movie. But I do like Taylor with Edgerton.
Taron Egerton.
Taron Egerton.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's great, man.
Yeah.
I think he's awesome.
He's a pretty good actor
and the fact that he's playing Elton John really has me jazzed. The first trailer that I saw showed me a bunch of things that I didn't know anything about. So I felt like this is gonna be like just a huge lesson in Elton John, kind of to an extent.
That's why I want to see it because one of my like everybody know I love comic book genre. That's my favorite. But my other genre that I love is biopic. I love watching the person struggle. I love watching person the life, how they got to where they got to.
Absolutely.
So it's like you can almost pull me in on anybody's biography just off the strength of it inspires me to continue with my own personal autobiography of life. You know what I mean? And they aren't the same, but the key theme of the winners is they kept pushing.
Kept going, yep.
You hear me? So like you said, I don't know much of Elton John's story specifically, but he's a legend.
Right. Yeah,
so it's gotta be a fire story.
And you know bits of his music because you've heard it like your whole life.
He's a legend.
Right, yeah.
Right. You know?
So it's like what's the connection behind it? It's also like and still haven't seen it. Bohemian Rhapsody. It's like
still haven't seen it.
All their
Marty's what you free, sir?
What
you free, Marty? We gonna have us a sit down. We gonna watch that bitch, dog.
Why does he want
Let's do
so
it next
many
week, man.
Galileos?
Let's straight up do it next week.
Let's do it next week.
No,
because it's a problem at this point that we have not seen Bohemian Rhapsody.
Really? Okay.
It's a problem. Next week, son. I don't work right now. I ain't got no job right now. So yes.
Okay. Yes.
Doing
okay,
that.
Cool.
Bohemian Rhapsody. It's on the. What you about to say? What was your greater point to it? Oh, you basically saying you ain't.
Oh yeah, just just also saying that that's another like movie that's highly rated and stuff, or to a certain extent. I don't know. Like depending on what kind of fan you are of Queen.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
I'm a fan of hits. At least I know most of the hits.
Yeah, depending. I guess but I guess if you're into the whole like Freddie Mercury and so his life and like what was really going on behind the scenes and stuff like that, then you may feel like the movie shortchanged that section a bit, because I feel like people who are really into him felt like they left a lot of shit out.
Well, it was about Queen.
Right. It's about
Queen. And that's the problem, because this go to the other side. A lot of people saying enough wasn't about
Queen.
But they're saying enough.
There wasn't enough
about Queen.
You're right.
Everybody's saying if they want to make a Freddie Mercury movie, they should just made a Freddie Mercury movie because they shortchanged the rest of the group.
Right.
Yeah.
True. I mean, if you're gonna make a Queen movie, make a Queen movie.
Right.
Yeah.
So I feel like some section is underserved here. Like if you're a fan of the rest of the band, you were underserved. If you're a fan of Freddie Mercury, I guess you're underserved because it's like majority Freddie Mercury, but not enough. And it's supposed to be about Queen, but not enough.
But it's not enough.
But everybody still says it's an amazing film.
It is.
Yeah,
I need to see the bitch on my own.
I want to see it to kind of see where it falls.
But that's accurate. All of that is accurate.
You've seen it?
Yes, 3 times.
Oh, okay. So you recommend it?
Yeah, I would still recommend you go see it.
No,
everybody recommend it.
Because you see it 3 times. I
bet you better.
Because
well, you have a rocket man, J.Steel, the quiet one.
Oh yes. J.Steel, say everybody.
I don't know.
Or mine, or any of these other films we spoken on, J.Steel, but in the back, lean in the back, you hear me? Any of these ringing out for you?
Rocket Man seems pretty cool. I like Elton John. My parents used to listen to him a lot, so I feel like that's something I would be interested in out of all of them. Honestly, I feel like that's probably the one that I really want to see. And maybe Godzilla. Godzilla.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Oh, so fuck Octavia Spencer is what J.Steel said.
In not so many words.
I'm gonna go see it because she's in it.
Of course.
Because it's a black woman that film, but it's not like on my top.
And I'll give you this. When Danielle first told me the concept, it was different in my mind when I saw the trailer. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, honestly. Because I know when
Did she describe the same thing and it just looked different, or did she describe something completely different from what you think presented? The trailer is more commercial. If she wasn't in it, what I'm trying to say, it feel like your typical bunch of white kids getting some bullshit. And when I first heard the concept, I think I was thinking more Misery. Oh, okay.
Than this month's teen horror flick of the week. You know what I mean? And that's I swear, if Octavia wasn't the lead character, let's say it was some weird white lady, because they did something like that. Then we see some bite. Somebody bit it recently, and the little girl from freaking Hit Girl was in some situation with some white lady that was going crazy, man. That was the last shit she was in, man. It was called
Grace Moretz was.
She was in some horror movie about some crazy ass white woman being on some other shit. What's her name? Grace Moretz. Yeah, Chloe. Let me look it up so I can be sure. And I was like, oh shit, it's like the middle-aged woman going crazy right now.
Last thing I saw, I remember, is Carrie.
Damn, yeah, that's the last time you saw her.
That's the last thing I remember,
The last thing she was in was...
Oh, no, she was in Neighbors, right?
Blood on the Tracks. There's a Tom and Jerry coming out. Interesting. She's about to be at Adams. She's going to be the voice of Wednesday Addams. She can actually be Wednesday Addams. Why are they doing the animated? But that whole Addams Family cast is fucked up on the fact that they could have gotten the actors to play them. Like, all the actors that are voicing them should have been them in the live action. Oh my God, I will come back to that cast in a second. But Greta, that's the name of the movie, Greta. And she was, I guess, about to be this crazy lady's secretary or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hold up, because Jessica's butt just hit the microphone. Sorry. There we go. But a young woman befriends a lonely widow with harboring a dark and deadly agenda towards her. So when I saw the Greta thing, I was like, oh, y'all biting mine. And then because I just thought mine was gonna be. But that's another thing. We haven't seen it yet, so yeah, I'm still trying to see it. And I'm gonna see where I'm at with it. But like I told a girl when we interviewed her, oh, we might even bring you back for the review to see, because remember we review, because she was like, yo, don't be easy on it because I'm there. And I'm like, well, we reviewed Tales from the Hood too, and I don't think we was too easy on it.
I was talking through my phone screen.
You know what I'm saying? I think we kept it pretty 100. I'm in the bitch.
I want to go back and listen, just because didn't we like do it more than once?
We did. It was one of those technical difficulty went down.
Right.
It was half of it saved. I
Oh,
remember
by
that.
the way, you jinxed it.
No, I didn't.
It happened to you?
Lies.
Yes,
You
the
gotta
last
be kidding
episode.
me.
That's why there's only that Noah's Ark.
Noah's Ark review,
We did a whole
which is hilarious.
another one after that. And when I keep trying to play it, I keep going through different ways of opening up the file, and every single one, it will not move, but it is there.
Yeah.
I know it is there, but it will not play on it won't move.
All right.
But y'all did that. Y'all, I swear y'all did that.
Okay, so
it's like boom, 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 then me. It's like, okay, well, all right, well, it's gotta come down the pipeline, yo. It's gotta come down the
Don't even
pipeline.
come over here.
I'm saying, yo. I'm saying.
Y'all the OGs.
You said it too, though. Come on.
Y'all been having
Come
this
on.
since before. We
No,
was
that's
here. You can't
very
be
true.
blaming-
All right.
But you like,
so
now it's time for everybody to buy new equipment.
Fine.
True that.
See?
It's just funny. I mean, like with people that's listening might not know. We're gonna get into the intros in a second, but On the Lake Podcast has been kind of out of commission because they was having technical difficulties where the equipment was deleting the episodes. I spoke on that when I shouted them out maybe a couple episodes ago on Fly with Bats, and me and Marty talked about it. The next thing you know, the same thing happened on the last Fly with Bats episode. But I think we played it off pretty seemingly if you listen to it. I wound up not even trying to play it off.
You left when we talked about it?
No. Remember we talked about it and I said, okay, I think I'm gonna just be 100 when we record and tell people that we're the re-record. I didn't.
Okay.
We just played the shit off, and I don't think people could tell if they listened to that last episode. But we did have to re-record that motherfucker. Now you're saying it happened to the Your30 podcast, and it's pretty damn unfortunate, son.
It's
I'm so sorry.
But before we continue this,
I
man,
think they said on the lake though, just one. I think they said on the lake, craft style,
Well, it's hot as hell.
and
They
jinxed
might,
us all.
I mean,
I think
they might. I mean, we're in New Orleans.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board at all of us.
Some
That
of
was
that
hot.
voodoo might have happened, but hold up, man. Welcome to the Reviewing Dat Show. This that actor guy, Martin Bats Bradford, in the building with the crew. And that's it, man. You know what's up, y'all? Welcome to Reviewing Dat. Hit us up at ReviewingDAT at gmail.com. You refer it, we review it, and I'm only saying this shit right now because I did a whole lead-in for the rest of the people to say who they were, and they left me hanging again. So I'm going to have to try to lead them back in. I'm here with my folk. Who y'all is?
Hi guys, I'm J.Steel.
She's not gonna do it.
No.
Bless your heart.
Because I'll just keep talking.
You can follow me on Instagram at IamJSteel_, and you can also follow my food blog at Fat Girl Nola.
This is Marty, your favorite host, first of his name, third of his household. You can find me, Marty, Marty Edwards 504 on Instagram, Twitter, and Snap at the chat. Also go to LowRainPictures.com, click on the Your30 tab where I co-host the show there with, what's his name?
Black Actopedia.
Yeah, that's what they call him. The Arrogant Observer, Your30 with Marty and the Arrogant Observer. Check it out.
Yo, this is that fire coming to the stage and screen. Relle the Protagonist. You can find me at Relle the Protagonist on Facebook. If you're really that dense, I co-host a show with my fellow Chelsea is me. I can never do that right, but y'all better get it done right. It's a dots right there, okay? Ira, aka Sleeping Beauty. Frankie Cola, known by her lovable other podcasters. None of the rest of you people can call her that.
Frankie
and
Cola.
myself, Relle the Protagonist. Also on Instagram as Relle Sunshine. Replace all the E's with 3's, and I stole my brother things, so you ain't gonna find me. You can always just pound Relle the Protagonist. She'll find me, Irving.
Feel
I'm
me?
in here.
We in this thing, man. We're going to be talking about Aladdin and BRIGHTBURN today. They both came out. We actually, damn, something always dropping. We actually recording. We're actually keeping our word for a change. You know what I mean? I think last week we said we were going to record Aladdin and BRIGHTBURN, and we're actually coming through on the next episode recording Aladdin and BRIGHTBURN.
But have you watched the other thing that we promised?
It's downloaded.
Okay, cool. All right. I watched it today. I was just
Yeah,
I
no.
thought we was gonna be able to be like, yeah, we also watched both of us the
No.
next thing but he got it downloaded.
I mean,
same thing.
Look, what's that
Same
right there?
thing.
What is that right
That
there?
is- that
say?
is the movie.
That says In Time 2011.
Same
I
thing.
have it right here, nigga. It will be seen by tomorrow because we're also going to finally record review In Time on tomorrow. Peanut, we got you. Thank you for that email last week. And once again, we're doing back-to-back tapings. You know, Tuesday, Wednesday. Sometimes we do that shit. and we do the back to back.
Summertime,
They gonna come out very, very close. Once again, we got to get our credibility back. We keep telling people to refer shit, and then we take it all day to review the shit. So in time,
we've seen. Yeah, we got it.
you. By the time you hear this, in time will most likely be posted as well. Specialty.
Boom.
We got you. You heard me?
Boom.
Man, put niggas on spot and shit, you feel me? But like,
We both on the right track.
we on the right track, son.
Nah, we
So
good.
y'all currently listening to, the four-headed Hydra at the moment, where we got, Misbelief Radio Show representative, we have an On the Lake representative, we have a Your30 representative, we have a FlyWithBats representative. We all coming from all different places, coming to review these things right here, you hear me? So thank y'all for listening. But back on track to what we were talking about when we were just rambling and stuff. There's movies coming out in 2019. Dark Phoenix, where y'all at with it?
I'm tired of seeing movies about Phoenix. Did she not go dark already?
She has.
Okay, great.
She has gone dark.
So,
once before.
but I understand because
That wasn't
there's been a
successful,
revamp. Of course, I
Right.
haven't seen any of the new ones because I just have such a strong bind with the older ones. Like
What's
it's
the
really
last
hard
one
for
you
me to
saw?
get out of X. I have X-Men, X2, and X3 on DVD still in its case. Like I saved it. Like I still have that, so I'm still clutching onto that. And I've seen the Wolverines because I
Okay.
love Hugh
Okay.
Jackman.
Yeah.
But the newer.
Like First Class on.
Yeah, I tried to give it a try. I didn't think I lasted.
Mm-hmm.
And I may have to just go and try it again because I might have been just looking, off my high horse like, there's no Hugh Jackman in here.
Oh, wow, that hurt.
There's no, I don't think I
Should have stuck around. He shows up.
It happens sometimes. You got to get yourself off your high horse, I can't.
So good.
So, yeah.
What are
But you looking forward to the Phoenix, the new one?
No,
The Dark Phoenix?
no, not at all. Because
Okay,
you know
got
who I
it.
see? Sansa. Sansa is going crazy right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Now she looks like she killing it though. Like she looked like she
Sansa-
might whip it a little bit.
Sansa's the lady of the North.
Yes, she might whip that.
The North
bitch.
never
Yeah.
forgets.
No,
You know,
never
so,
forgets.
I
Once
mean,
a
you know
cane
what?
for them.
That's a maybe. That's a strong ass maybe leaning towards a yes.
We got a maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not at all excited. This has such a bad word of mouth. That's so much. This is just a cancer of a movie.
They even took X-Men off the name. If y'all notice, they've taken X-Men off the name. That's
Oh,
how
is that
bad
what
the
they've
word of
done?
mouth.
Okay.
Look, what is it called? It's not called X-Men's Dark
It-
Phoenix.
Oh,
It's
it's
called
called
Dark
Dark
Phoenix. But continue, my dude.
Oh yeah, it's so with the reshoots. They apparently they've reshot the whole middle or the whole third
They
act.
reshot all kind of parts.
So at one point they've just been kind of been all over the place. They've been pushing this one back.
Much
This is
like,
supposed to be the
and it might be a Game of Thrones curse because Sansa's the lead on this Dark Phoenix, and
Yeah.
Macy's the lead on New Mutants, which has
Yep.
also
Yep.
been in development. I mean,
Yeah.
not development, it's been
that's never
shot.
gonna see the
Been had-
yeah,
Oh my
true.
God.
They've been
That's
having
not gonna see the
reshoots,
light
and
of
I was
day.
like, damn, Sansa and Arya both got mutant films that are just trash according to early screenings, and that's
Yeah.
so unfortunate
Yeah.
for my girls. 'Cause I love them both. But continue,
True.
man.
Yeah, and so I'm not really looking forward to it. I plan on being an A-list member through the summer, so at some point I'm going to probably
No,
see
we're
it.
reviewing it.
Oh, we're reviewing
I'm
it?
letting you
Okay,
know.
so I
Spoiler
will be seeing
alert.
it because of that then.
Yeah,
That'll
good-
be my excuse.
Good, better, ugly. We're
Um,
reviewing it, man. It's a
I-
comic film coming out in the summer. What the fuck? You know we have to review it. We can review the whole freaking season of Iron Fist 1. You thought we weren't going to review goddamn
we
Dark
barely
Phoenix?
got through Iron
I
Fist.
mean, yeah,
Just saying.
to be honest with you, we could have summed Iron Fist up in
We
10
were
minutes.
hanging on a cliff.
Hey,
We
man.
could have did that in 2
Dark
minutes.
Phoenix is being seen, but proceed.
You're
Yeah,
right.
but so yeah, I guess so. Well, now I know I'm going.
Too bad.
But yeah. So but yeah, it just I feel like Jennifer Lawrence wants out, and apparently, according to the trailer, she gets her wish. Like, there's no way in fucking hell
No.
she makes it out of this
And
movie alive.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying.
Let's go.
And she's and that's just kind of sad too, because I liked her in the role, and
Yeah.
it's a shame that it's not quite working out behind the scenes there for her and the makeup and shit. But fuck it, I don't have to sit in the chair and get painted blue.
Fucking
So
12
I
hours
get it.
Miss sleep for a whole day.
Right? Yeah,
Whatever.
It's like now you're Mystique literally for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
So I get it. I think I understand that, but everything else is just I feel like we have such a great cast together, but this franchise has been really honestly that's the problem. This franchise has been off the rails for like the last maybe 2 movies.
Yeah.
And the last one was just so pitiful. It was such a nice college try, but really not quite making it. And with this one hopefully being the last of this era of X-Men, and hopefully Marvel and Disney taking over in the future, I just kind of want to put the nail in this coffin. I want this to just come out. Let's just get this over with. Rip this Band-Aid off.
This is the nail. This is the nail for that universe.
Oh, so no. Okay, fair enough. Okay,
yeah.
But
I have a lot to say. I want y'all 3 to finish, and I got a lot to say about this. But this is the last movie from this universe.
Yeah, that's
the only one that's keeping is Deadpool. They're keeping Deadpool. Everything else.
Yeah, they better keep Deadpool.
Disney is keeping Deadpool as Ryan Reynolds and all that.
Oh, cool. But everybody else is
the whole X universe is being revamped when Marvel takes over.
Would.
Come on.
Really?
Come on.
Really?
What?
Of course.
That's like Disney saying, "I want smoke."
Right.
Like that. Just
get rid of Ryan Reynolds.
So you really?
Nah,
you're gonna get rid after
all
this?
Wouldn't be smart.
After all of this? Come on.
Be smart.
Anyway.
J.Steel, what you say? Dark Phoenix.
I haven't really been into X-Men since the original ones, so all of the new ones I think are shit. All of them. So seeing the preview for this one and then like.
How do you feel about the?
She ain't see him, right?
There's a couple of them I have seen, and I was like, I'm not watching this.
You're not. No love for the Wolverine movies either.
I didn't see those.
Oh, you didn't see those at all.
I'm
Okay,
not
got it. Okay,
I'm talking
cool.
about
All right,
strictly
fair
like the X-Men ones.
Gotcha.
But Dark Phoenix specifically, I have no interest in seeing this movie. I guess I am gonna see it, but I have no interest in seeing it.
See, look, she just found out just now she's seeing it too.
It doesn't look interesting.
She whooped. I guess I am gonna see it.
It's been done before. I don't want to see it.
She was like, I guess I am.
I don't
Stay
want to see
tuned.
it.
We all just discovered something when you spoke that we didn't know before.
No intentions. I'm seeing it.
Oh, y'all suck so bad.
Because if I could have fell asleep on this one, I would have.
No.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
If I could have slept in.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, this is going to be a funny episode because we're going to have very different opinions on the movies that we're going to be reviewing later. I already know.
Oh, yeah.
But as far as Dark Phoenix goes, as far as this whole X-Men franchise goes, I've always had a mixed feelings with it. From the beginning, from the first one. Now, when I was young, I loved X-Men 1. I loved X-Men 2.
Yes.
I always hated X-Men 3 or shit.
Yeah,
X-Men 3 sucked. X-Men 3 fucked, and X-Men 3 was the last time they tried Phoenix.
Yes.
Now, one thing I'm gonna say in general with the original franchise that you and J.Steel love so much, they suck at establishing characters for anyone not named Hugh Jackman.
True. I can't argue with that.
Wolverine was the rebel nigga in the crew, not the leader. And that's to bother me how they fucked over Cyclops in all those movies when he's the real leader of the X-Men and they never developed this nigga character, dog. They never developed my dog. And a lot of other characters from Jump never got proper development, but then the same bullshit they're doing with Jennifer Lawrence, your homie, Lawrence Lamar, your homie, is the same shit they did with Hugh Jackman, and the whole beauty of the X-Men is it's a team sport. They fucked over Storm. Storm becomes the leader after Cyclops. Storm is supposed to be one of the most strong characters that you ever see. Storm was always shit. You heard me? Like, I've had problems with both franchises and been wanting and dreaming for Marvel Studios to take that shit and do it correctly for years. Especially
Storm's my favorite. And
I'm
they didn't
telling
do her
you,
right.
when
They didn't do her right.
No.
She's my favorite. She was the only black character I had to look forward to in the whole X-Men series. And I was like, yeah, she can fuck over anything.
I'm so sad Angela Bassett didn't get it.
She turned nigga.
I mean,
she didn't understand it. She was like, they offered it to her.
Up for it though.
And she said, "It's not my cup. I don't really get this." Almost like Denzel did with Seven and what Will Smith did with Matrix. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like they read the scripts and it didn't click, and so she didn't take it. But Angela would have given so much more to it. But at the same time, the writing didn't give much to Storm. Right. There's so much shit that I liked about X1 and X2, but the whole original franchise fucked up the family. When did you ever see a team fight?
What if you got the same script, but you got Angela in the role? Do you think that would have?
It would have she would have gave it more gravitas just because she's Angela motherfucking Bassett.
But they're not giving her enough.
But they're not. They're not doing enough with Storm. Air Cyclops,
and they made her seem
Storm.
like she was so scared of her power, scared of what happens to herself and other people. Like
they
she
cut Rogue's balls off.
Are you familiar with the new the current current
no,
Storm?
I couldn't take it.
She's talking about how she feels like Storm has gotten the shaft too. That she
because she has.
Yeah.
And little Leah, Alexandra Shipp.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, so even from like the get go of what they've been doing with this franchise, they've been off on the wrong foot. They've made pretty good movies here or there. X1, X2, Days of Future Past, Wolverine 2, Wolverine 3. You know what I mean? Those, the Logan, I mean to say. You know what I mean? They've made some good movies, but they have yet to fully make a great X-Men movie. Fact. And motherfuckers that's fans of the old cartoon and fans of the comic books, if you know X-Men, you know it's about the family, son. Again, y'all forget about also the fucking themes, dog. We talking about oppression, we talking about racism, we talking about homophobia. Y'all get caught up in the razzle-dazzle and forget the real fucking reason that we're pulled into this genre, into this story, is what they go through. That's been completely damn near like jumped out. And when you talk about the Phoenix Saga, dog, Jean Grey, dog, like her character, and once again, you never knew that her and Storm are best friends in the comics, but whatever. Her character, son, it was like the fucking, like the heart of the X-Men, son. And the tragedy of that story that they always gleam over is like, she died in space on some mission type shit, and then like the Phoenix Force took her over, so she actually did die, and that fucks with her brain that she died before she even go dark. She got a thing going on with her that, damn man, like I actually died, like the fuck, yo, I don't know, like if am I right or whatever. And then like all these other layers of things happens before she goes dark Phoenix. She's just Phoenix dealing with this deal, like she has anxiety, she having mental issues, she has this force that's taking over her body, she don't know what to do with it, and then like through the secret society and all these other things in the story, it gets corrupted, and once the Phoenix gets corrupted, bullshit go down. At one point she blows up like a planet, and that sits on her, like all kind of things go down, and y'all just want to jump to the dark, and I'm like, son, they got so many layers that get to dark that's so much more interesting than what y'all been doing in the movies, and neither movies, we ain't know what Dark Phoenix about to do, but the last movie did not do Dark Phoenix right. This movie, again, looks like it's doing the same shit that the last one did, which makes no sense because you're supposed to be in the same universe, and that's another problem I've had with all these X-Men movies, they can't keep their fucking universe together. What connects? We got Emma Frost that's 30 in the first class movie, and we have a teenage Emma Frost in like the Wolverine Origins movie. Yep. We got nothing's like, dude, I've been wanting to flush this whole damn series for the longest, even though X1 don't even hold up. I mean, X2 is good, Days of Future Past is good, First Class is charming, but
you got the Wolverine director saying, Logan director saying he didn't give a fuck about the rest of the continuity of that shit. There asking no fucking continuity questions.
And like, Logan was great though.
It was a great movie. That's why he can do that.
That's why. But again, it wasn't great for the X-Men. It was a great movie. It was a great standalone tale. But we try to keep any of the semblance of the stories in line. Fox has been fucking that pot from the beginning. So I'm so glad, like you said, that I'm going. Any comic book film that comes out, I'm going to watch. Anything in the genre that comes out, I'm going to watch. So to my co-hosts on this show, anything in the comic genre that's dropping, guys, expect us to see and review it. That's what's going down, guys. Even if it looks like trash, we're going to just shit on how trash it is, but we're going to see the damn movie. But I'm so glad that this will be the nail. Technically, New Mutants, Kevin Feige did say. What you say, you bastard?
I said what you don't know is we about to do that a little later.
It might come out later, but it will come out. Kevin Feige said New Mutants will happen. So they will release it at some point.
I feel their streaming service.
Took out right my mouth. I think they're gonna put it. I think it's gonna be on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
I think that's what it's gonna end up.
There's no way they're gonna waste the advertising dollar.
I don't think they put it there. New Mutants gonna be. So
it's just
Dark Phoenix will be the in theaters now. New Mutants will be the quiet.
This is a statement though. Like this is tragic.
Yeah.
And they're moving forward.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like they're just tying up loose ends. Like Kevin Feige has come forward and said they're rebooting it all. They're recasting it all. So this is just some shit we don't want.
This then?
No, they wasted.
It's dead on arrival.
They wasted these people time.
Yeah.
There's fans.
Yeah.
There's fans though. There's fans that do like that want to see the shit. They exist. Throw it out there, get some money. Get some money. Dark Phoenix gonna make some money.
And then they're gonna go on the internet and talk about how much they hate it.
But it's gonna make some money. You trip if you think it's gonna make some money. It's gonna make money. It's gonna make some money.
People gotta see it to say it's whack.
Men in Black International. Where y'all sitting on that?
Super excited.
I want to see this
because I love
the franchise.
I'm a fan of franchise too. Men in Black. I'm still with some Men in Black.
I I think that was one of the first movies I saw growing up as a human being by myself.
Still as a human being, he was just gonna
Like
grow
by
up.
myself. Not as an alien, not as a fire.
We spoke on Men in Black.
transition.
It's like the first one was great, 2, 3 was pretty okay, and now we about to get this.
3 woke me back up again. Yeah.
Yeah, because once again, Thanos just, you know,
Josh Brolin.
just murdered that. What are you sitting on the J?
I didn't see 3, but I definitely want to see this one because I love Tessa Thompson and whatchamajigam.
Their chemistry, Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, so I really want to see this one. I love Men in Black.
Hemsworth was almost Gambit, he said recently in an
Are you
interview.
serious?
That'd been weird.
That would have
Which
threw
one?
me off.
The one that already exists or the one that's...
I don't know. I don't see him as either his big ass.
Me either.
I don't see him as either.
Yeah,
he ain't Gambit.
I'm just... I'm
So
trying
big
to
Thor
fit
looking
into
ass
one of
now.
these.
You Thor, nigga, accept
Yeah,
it.
please.
Fuck out of here. Don't be telling shit like
Gorgeous
that.
Australian ass. Sit your
Go be-
gorgeous
I'm
ass down
Gandhi.
somewhere.
Go read the grocery
Chris,
list.
stop that.
Shaft reboot. Well, not reboot, sequel. Shaft sequel with Samuel, Richard
hold
Roundtree,
my
and Jesse T. Usher.
I mean, out of respect for John Singleton, I guess I'm gonna...
Oh,
something.
he did not direct this.
He didn't direct it, but he's the reason.
He directed the last one.
He directed the
Yeah.
original, I guess, to
With Sam.
the first Sam Jackson Shaft or
Yeah.
whatever. So this is like a continuation
True that.
of his. I don't know. I don't know. I'm reaching here. I don't want to see this really.
I'm gonna eventually see it because it's black faces. It's like
It is.
there's
Yeah.
some.
And
There's some.
That's
That's
what
it.
it is. That's
That's
the
it.
struggle.
That's it.
That is the
But I have no like natural urge towards running to it. It's one of those things. If it comes on, I'll watch.
This kid that the movie I think is supposed to kind of ride on his shoulders.
Jesse T. Usher.
Yeah, Jax is it Usher? Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Jesse T. Usher.
I don't really like him.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't like him very much.
We'll see.
And he's not very good a lot.
That's
So,
me.
huh?
That's me.
Huh?
That's me.
That's me.
That's really me.
sorry. Okay, my
Be
bad.
me.
Take
I
that.
was like, you can talk your shit.
But no, I don't know because of him. But like I dig Richard Roundtree.
And
I
Sam
dig Sam
Jackson. I'm about to
Right.
say. You know.
I like
Right.
Tim's story sometimes.
Mhm.
So I mean, there's a lot of things in here that could work, but I feel like you really gonna have to dig him for this to work, and it's like the movie's gonna walk in with
The
baggage
trailer makes
because
me
of that.
feel like the movie's making fun of him. He's the awkward one that's not smooth. So it's like Sam is the smooth shaft, Richard is the smooth shaft, and my son suck. So I think they're going to deal with him being the square shaft. That's the thing that won me over because I think we spoke on this on the podcast. I think I was saying I'm not the biggest fan of him either.
Oh, okay.
And like, yeah,
Fair enough.
but was it you real? Somebody told me somebody put that perspective in me. And it was like, no, that's the point. He's the nerd son. And so now I went back and watched the trailer and I was like, oh, so I think he can do awkward well off of Sam's cool, because if they was relying on him being cool, I was never going to be able to see it. So I'm curious to see. And of course, at the end of the movie, he's going to get his swag, but I'd rather watch Shaft's naturally uncool son find his swag than you make me believe that Jesse T. Usher is cool from the dump.
You know
Okay,
what? Picture
okay,
it to me that way.
fine,
Yeah.
fine,
okay.
Martin, fine.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that got me, man.
Fine.
Yes, that's the
I'll give
only
it a
thing
shot.
that
Because I
gave
don't
me
see
a shot.
anything else. Like, I was about to say the same thing.
Someone threw it at me. Someone put my perspective correctly, and then I watched the trailer with that in mind, and then that's what gave me the intrigue. But it's one of those Movie Pass / AMC. At one point, I'm gonna sign up to one of them again, and when I do, like you just said about Dark Phoenix, that's gonna be this is a free one. I mean, hey J.Steel, you bored? type situations.
Hey, J.Steel, I don't know if you know this, but we're going to see this anyway.
Spoiler.
Child's Play, man. I'm gonna ask you first, Jay. Where you at with it?
Oh.
Yeah, I definitely want to see this. I think I lied. I think this might be the movie that I actually give a shit about this summer because everything else. Who
Yeah.
cares? I'm a huge Chucky fan. I like weird movies. A lot of like horror. So I'm excited about this.
You know the flip?
Huh?
You know the flip? The difference that they're making?
No, I don't know.
It's not magic. It's a AI going left.
I don't know
Yeah.
how I feel about
I
it.
think I'm with it though. I think I'm with it because I think I'm with the flip because it's a sign of the time.
Yeah, I didn't know that part.
Yeah.
No.
I like the flip because why So wait, so you're mad because this guy's not trying to do voodoo magic to jump into a kid's body now? Like, what the fuck?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
I
Fucking
am.
New Orleans people.
Yes.
What?
That is exactly
That's not the
what
same
the
movie.
problem is.
It is
Yeah.
the same movie.
No, it's not.
No, that is not.
I think it's gonna be tight. I think the
It's a
flip
little
will
I
be
mean,
tight.
how many times does AI have to go sideways? I mean,
How many times was we use voodoo in the movie to get spirits across?
I don't know, man.
Come the
I
fuck
just-
on. We're trying to think of
I
magic.
feel more
that
connected
good
to the
old New
voodoo.
Orleans voodoo
Not
with that
that.
Marie Laveau and all the strange little toys that you gotta put the pins in. We're gonna always do that same trope. That's what we do in New Orleans.
they ain't in New Orleans.
New Orleans is where the voodoo come from New Orleans.
That ain't what it's happening in Chicago.
Yeah, shouts out to Brian Tyree Henry. He gonna be,
Yeah.
he getting his money in this. And
But,
you like Aubrey
yeah.
Plaza, you motherfucker.
I love her, dude. Like, yeah, I'm her tribute to the Hunger Games. But nah, I dig her. And I was so, don't get me wrong, dude. I was about to say so much cool shit until you told me that. Like, you just gotta, like, you fucked my head up there for a second. I was about
What were you excited for, Marty? What was the cool shit?
oh,
Let
this
us
cool
know.
shit.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to this potential voodoo movie, but
I'm
now
sorry.
that
I'm
it's
sorry
not
for
a voodoo
defecating on
movie
your cool
anymore,
shit.
I'm not excited about that. I was
exciting. I love voodoo.
I was excited about Mark Hamill doing the voice.
Chucky, yeah.
Yeah, because
Oh,
I was a
yes.
little. Oh man, I was so on the fence because I'm like Brad Dourif, man, he's still fucking alive. But I know this is a reboot, so we got to go
two
a different
separate
way.
teams. Two separate teams right now. There's a
Yeah.
Chucky TV show which is being created, and I think Brad Dourif. I think it already dropped, but it's a Chucky TV show that has the original people and him. And there's
Okay.
this film that has the company who has the film rights
Okay.
wants some money. So
Alright.
it depends on which way you go. I heard that
Yeah.
Chucky TV show wasn't that good though.
Where is this show?
I don't know. I didn't keep up with anything about it, but
Okay.
I
I
remember
gotta look that up,
because the thing is this: I thought it was coming out. Then a friend of mine said they saw an episode or something. I was like, wait, it dropped? You know what I mean? So I don't know anything about it. People listening, you could Google, you find some shit, you let a nigga know. But
Okay.
so if you want some Dorf, go look up the show.
Yeah,
It allegedly came out. Let's throw that out there.
It's somewhere.
It exists.
It's apparently somewhere.
Allegedly, but this
Okay.
film is a definite and it's coming.
Yeah. Well, I was looking forward to that. You know, Brian Terry Henry, always super excited for him. Of course, Aubrey Plaza. Yeah, come on now. Yeah, no voodoo.
Look
huh?
at Relle face.
I
Relle face
thought-
look like
Like,
your
because
face.
I'm
I
trying
thought
to
that
figure
might be
out,
a real
okay,
Mark
so here's
Hamill
the difference.
who
Does he
transferred
shoot
himself.
bullets out of his fingers?
No, he's gonna be a little
What?
nigga.
Is
No.
he Astro?
I mean, is he's gonna be like?
He's not gonna be robot. He's not
he's gonna
Iron
be
Man
like-
Chucky. He's
I mean,
not Inspector
I-
Gadget
It's not
Chucky.
voodoo, damn it! I can't.
It's just the
can't-
toy. The computer
cannot
went
process.
left, and then the computer gonna buy it, and then they're gonna be
But a
motherfucking
computer,
murdering.
we bought a
So-
computerized version of Chucky though.
So you bought a computerized smart Teddy Ruxpin, right? He hooks on to your Wi-Fi and then goes nuts.
Oh fuck that!
Yeah.
I
Is
mean,
that
I
what?
get
Is
okay.
that kind of?
I get.
That's kind of what's happening now.
I've
Instead
totally
of-
seen the movie, Marty, so I know.
Oh, man.
I can see that. I can see it going. That
You know,
way.
it took me
Okay,
3 seconds.
Are
to
y'all
catch that,
Annabelle
but you
fans?
just
Are y'all in
did.
that world? Because there's
No.
another Annabelle coming out.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about it.
I hated the first one.
Oh, well.
Somehow
Okay,
the
well.
second one. Wait. Somehow the second one retroactively made the first one make sense and relevant, and they actually made a better second movie. Spawned that other movie, The Nun, too, somehow.
I mean, they have a whole world they've created off that whole deal, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but this is the first time we're going into it, and they're going back into the original Conjuring people. Forget the name of the couple that kind of does the stuff, but this is the first time it's gonna be a part of them.
Don't care. I don't watch horror movies, man. Only horror movie you can give me to watch is a comic book one right now. Spider-Man, what he saw, he's talked about Far From Home. I don't know what yesterday is. I saw this.
Oh yeah.
What's that? Is it something interesting?
Probably not.
Okay, fuck it. The Art of Self-Defense. I saw this poster up. It's been on Facebook with Jesse Eisenberg looking like he's doing karate. I think I laughed in my head and thought it was a joke, but it's a real movie apparently. It's a dark comedy about a timid man who, after being mugged, decides to enroll in a karate class and learn how to protect himself. So it's meant to be funny. So okay, cool. It better be because I can't see Jesse as a badass. When he graduates his dojo's night classes, he discovers things aren't quite what they seem. So it's a weird karate kid, but maybe do something else. I don't know. Chadwick Boseman about to be in something called 21 Bridges that I've never heard of.
Seen the trailer for it. It seems like a straight to DVD movie. Really,
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Stuber with Batista.
Just saw the trailer for that. Looks really funny. Want to see that.
Okay, interested. Farewell, Lion King, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I really want to see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Quentin Tarantino, Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio. We saw that trailer, man.
All right, you said 3 names. I'm in.
It's about Charles Manson and the people who kind of took him down. And Tarantino, Leonardo DiCaprio,
And
Brad Pitt. I mean, that's all you.
three.
Oh my God, this movie's gonna be great. Margot Robbie, Al Pacino. This movie's gonna be great.
I gotta see it with peers. I'm throwing that out there. This is another one. I can't enjoy with a regular person. Like, I can't enjoy this with a muggle that just goes to the movies just to be like, yeah, good movie. I need somebody to really get this. So, absolutely, you made me excited. 3 names. That's all it took.
I got $5 on the table right now that says this was all just a ploy so that Quentin Tarantino could legitimately film Margot Robbie's feet. I guarantee you we're gonna see her feet in this movie, man. A straight up shot of her feet.
I have
Calling
no
it right now.
idea where you just came from with the feet thing. But how do you feel about the movie?
Oh, sorry.
I don't know about the feet gag. He likes feet?
Yeah,
Tarantino
Tarantino
Yeah.
has a foot.
I didn't know he had a foot fetish.
Mm-hmm.
Margot Robbie's so much more than her feet, though.
No, she is.
The
But
fuck?
that's
She's
all he's
hot
gonna
as
care
hell.
about.
But those names and that concept,
It looks great though.
I do have to drag you guys to go fucking review
hell
this
no.
one.
No,
Really? Are
I
you
just-
serious? I mean, I just saw a new trailer for it. Well, was it doing Brightburn, I guess?
It had to be Brightburn
Yeah, I
or
just saw
Aladdin.
like
Or it wouldn't be Aladdin.
Yeah,
Brightburn.
It was, but yeah, man, I imagine it wouldn't be. I saw a new trailer for it where I was like, oh, wow, I really wish they wouldn't have shown me that.
Too much for you?
Yeah, just for me, I feel like, a lot of trailers just tell me who's in it. I don't
Marvel
need
has
to
spoiled
know.
you
I guess.
with the misdirect. Because they have the
They
best
have.
misdirect. Hobbs and
And
Shaw.
you can put it together. Super excited, man. Come on.
The Rock, Idris Elba, and Jason Statham. Are you kidding me?
If this movie does better than the Fast and
It
the
will.
Furious,
It will. It will. Everyone wants to
Vin
see
Diesel.
Idris Elba be a Superman black guy and
Black
The Rock
Superman.
fight him.
I love Black
And
Superman.
Jason Statham.
Right, of course.
But I think that's all the ones I care about. There's some other ones. Angry Birds 2, some shit I never heard of, blah, 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 blah. That's good. But man, so that's some movies to look forward to. It's just, summer's not over. You hear me? Before we move on, J.Steel, how'd you feel about the series finale of Game of Thrones?
Yes, I wanted to hear how you feel.
I didn't like it.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember
No
now
shit,
what
really.
happened.
How'd you
Yeah, I
really
didn't like
feel?
it. I felt like it was so long. I'm trying to remember everything. But my main thing was that I felt like it just kind of ended. Like they were like, we need an ending, so they ended it. And the whole thing with the freaking 3-eyed Raven becoming king of the six realms, I was like...
6 now, yeah. Cassandra's a real nigga.
I just wasn't feeling it. I was like, okay, so this is what's happening. And just kind of ended. And I was like, well, that was bullshit, but it was a good show. So, I don't know. I didn't have a lot of emotions about it. I'm just sad that it's not coming on anymore.
Yeah, somebody wrote on Facebook recently, so where you gonna watch them Thrones at tonight? Never mind. And I was like, oh, you bastard, you're right. But, that's what Westworld, Barry, and a bunch of other things are for. HBO's trying to remind niggas we got other things coming.
Yeah.
They had this long trail of everything coming all the way up until, 2020. Because,
Right.
like Game of Thrones?
we got a lot of shit more.
We got a whole bunch of other things you might enjoy as well. Here they are, in rapid succession.
That's right.
Here they go.
All of them.
Something in there.
No.
You saw something?
I heard
Come
Westworld
on.
3 season 3 ain't even coming until the top of 2021. That's how desperate. They say, we're going to show you everything that's coming. Please don't go away. Don't cancel your subscription. Like, okay, HBO. I won't watch that Watchmen.
Had 3 more seasons left, Westworld would be canceled. They're so hoping Westworld catches on.
But people who watch it love it, though. I've been told to watch it because they love it. What? You don't like Westworld? They say season 1's a B, season 2's not as good as season 1. That's what I hear, but season 2's still good.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I think that So for me, the first season, I feel like the writers, the creators and stuff thought that they were a lot smarter than the audience, and the audience, like we as the audience, like figured it out like 3 episodes in, and then it goes on for like 10 more, and then you have to like, oh, here's the big reveal. Oh, y'all had already figured it out. Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna go watch Westworld.
You know,
even though you just pissed in the Westworld Kool-Aid. I feel like you keep going, it's gonna make my brain start churning, and I'm not gonna be able to watch it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll come back to you on how I feel about that.
Okay, you gonna watch it?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, cool.
Because I mean, D-Mac's been sucking his dick.
Oh, D-Mac likes it.
He digs the hell out of it.
He likes the second season.
He hasn't watched the second season.
Oh, okay.
He's watched the first. And
I can
anytime
see
I
that.
bring
I
Westworld
can
up,
see
people's faces light up, but yours didn't. Yours looked like you smelled a skunk's ass.
Nah, man, I feel like it insists upon itself. It's just no.
You mean?
It thinks it's so fucking.
Who's evil
smart.
Marty this week? I mean, I'm gonna be favorite Marty today because evil Marty's over here. Damn.
It likes itself.
Fuck Westworld. Okay.
Westworld likes itself so much. It thinks so highly of itself.
Well, let me jump into something that apparently you don't think highly of as well. Let's get
what
into
would that
Aladdin.
be?
Wait, which I want to talk about first? Aladdin or Brightburn?
Yeah, I'm good either way.
Aladdin.
Aladdin first, okay.
Arabian Nights. Where y'all at with it? Initial impressions.
Agrabah was what I wanted it to be. I wasn't expecting to get introduced to all of the animal creatures and important characters in the cast before a word was said beyond the genie story. I wasn't expecting them to put that part in there because I do remember that part being left out in the animated film that we know of.
What part being left out?
But
did y'all even like this movie? Wait.
Okay, that's what I'm about to say. That's what
What part being left out?
I think they said something along the lines of when they originally wrote it, like it was one of the sketch ideas that the genie would be a human and he would come back and tell a story of Aladdin like it's a story and not like how Disney introduced it.
Does it? Because that's definitely Robin Williams with a bad accent at the time they were in the movie.
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
For sure.
I missed I missed maybe a little bit of the beginning of the movie. Mm-hmm. Did they start off with some sort of Will Smith Earth or human story?
Will Smith in the boat with his kids, and we don't see the mom, but we kind of see the mom. But he's telling the story, like how Relle just said, how originally in the original
kind of how we see it at the end with him and the kids.
Yeah, it's a callback to that. That's what it was. It's a callback to that's how the movie started.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, got it.
And then they revealed. You said in the movie how they revealed the mom's face. We didn't see the mom's face, and it starts before. It's like his kids tell us a story. We're on a boat, and Will Smith's like, hey, yeah, I got a story. Okay. And then he sings the song Arabian Nights, just how Robin Williams did with the other guy the first time. But yeah, man, how'd you like the film? Let's just start there. Or did you like the film? Or did you hate the film? It's getting mixed reviews.
I did like the film because it's my favorite Disney movie. Even though Lion King was the one of my generation time, I dug Aladdin. And I did like this version of it. I really did. There were more enjoyable parts for me than I can pick out with my actor brain and experience and be like, no, and what? I was excited about the movie and I felt like I was fulfilled by it. When it was over, I felt like at the end of the credits, I was like, okay, all right, I'm cool with that. I can be cool with that. I'm not about to demolish this movie for a first try. Good try, guys. Good.
She said, good try, Guy Ritchie.
Good try, guys.
Guy Ritchie.
Good job.
What you saying, Marty? I see your face. You got that stank face.
He does.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Stank face, Marty.
Sorry. Overall, I think I dug it more than I didn't. I do have issues with it. It's, of course, I think nobody will argue that it's a perfect movie. But for me, it had more successes than misses. I think the most egregious thing about this entire movie, and I think if we could maybe have done better there in that area, it may have saved the whole thing. It may have even turned it into a different experience. Mm-hmm. But the most egregious thing about this movie is that Will Smith cannot sing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm a musical theater trained person.
It begs you, because,
I know exactly what you're saying.
It's
It's like seeing Sweeney Todd on Broadway and then seeing the film adaptation, which Johnny Depp acted his ass off in. Now he did that character.
I bet you any money that's what Peanut gonna probably have us review. Now that comes to my remember Peanut said he gonna make us review a musical. Watch it, Sweeney Todd. I bet you.
Y'all don't like Sweeney Todd.
I've never seen it though, so
I
I would rather be Sweeney Todd than any other thing that we thought it was going to be though, because I have an excuse to finally watch it.
That's my favorite musical. Period.
We'll see, but continue. You said Johnny Depp basically.
It's like that. I see how you feel about Will singing the songs, like even not Friend Like Me. What was that? Prince Ali. That's what the name of it is.
Yeah, that's it.
And it was such a musical theater numbers.
And it's kind of like, well, he's doing the best I don't feel like Will Smith could have given a better performance, or he could have left anything more on the screen or whatever, what have you.
True, I think so.
In that regard, I give him that, but I feel like, and when I heard live action version of Aladdin initially, that to me meant there's going to be a live action movie and there will be no singing. And then with him being cast, I'm like, okay, well clearly there's no singing. And then eventually somebody broke the news to me. Oh no, nigga, there's gonna be singing, and that nigga
was me.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, no, that nigga's he's gonna do the records and all. They do all of it, all the hits, all the classics.
I'm the only one on this podcast that had faith in this movie at all.
And maybe, that just didn't work out for Will Smith. He is not a singer, and he couldn't really carry any of the songs. And when you compare it to, I guess, the original, and everybody's kind of walking in with the cartoon in their brain, which I, of course, right? Mm-hmm. So, and you're comparing it to that, and you're like, well, this is a backyard, birthday version for your child at age 2 where they can't really judge you. Oh no, that's too harsh, right?
No, that's
you said the singing is that
right
the singing? Nothing. Only solely the musical numbers. He is just unfortunately limited. He couldn't. Not to say that he had to sort of do exactly what Robin Williams did or what they did with the animated version, which I saw. I did appreciate a lot of stuff in certain areas, but that Prince Ali number is just where it's just painfully obvious that, what if we had this in the hands of somebody who was just a little bit more, vocally, I guess, talented or whatever, or was a better vocalist or whatever, what have you, and just was a little bit more of a musical theater oriented type. Yeah, it would have worked, but it's sort of like, at some point, this kind of turns into just like Will Smith doing his version of the genie, in this big, huge number.
J.Steel.
But sorry.
Okay. I left something out.
I disagree.
Disagree? Okay. All right. Yeah.
I feel like it took me. First of all, when we saw Will Smith in the beginning, I was completely confused. I was like, wait, why?
What?
Is he a human? What is going on? Why does he have children? Is he playing 2 different people? Like, it really took me out of the movie for a second, and I really just got, it made my brain hurt. But then, I would say probably about 2 minutes into seeing him being the genie, I was okay. And I was like, okay, cool, this is the genie now. That makes sense. But at first, seeing, blue Will Smith, I was just like, this is awful. Like, my initial reaction.
The CG?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just seeing Will Smith, because I was completely against it. I was like, this is awful. This is horrible casting.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But then once we got into it, I was like, oh, okay, he's the genie now, so it's fine. That's how I felt about that. I completely disagree. I feel like it worked. I feel like he definitely went through some kind of vocal coaching to try and get him to a point where he doesn't sound completely horrible. Like, you could tell he went through some kind of something. For sure. But I mean, it worked. Even the scene, I was like,
it did work. It worked. Horrible. That's because that's not my gripe. That's why I was like, Martin, I'm raising my hand because I know my gripe. It's gonna be the same. It's gonna be the exact same. So I don't know if I should just let him go and then just bring that up when he says it. So go ahead, Martin. We didn't talk.
I mean, like, what? Anything else in the movie? Initial reactions you got? J.Steel besides Genie?
No, that's my main thing right now. I think my initial reactions were about the Genie because that's my biggest concern.
So you like the movie?
Yeah, I like the movie.
So I was listening to two podcasts today of mine that I really like, and they're completely different kind of podcasts. And both of them hated both these movies that we're about to review.
Whoa.
One of them shat on Aladdin, and I listened to the whole thing. And the other one shat on BRIGHTBURN, and I listened to the whole thing. And okay, I'm on the Aladdin tip. Like I heard people saying, CG could have been better for the Genie and such. Okay, fine, it's cool. I hear what y'all saying. Like some people had that issue too of, man, I'm here for the songs, and Will Smith can't sing, so it pissed me off. And and you know what I'm saying. And I'm listening.
Whatnot or whatever.
He's like, yeah, whatever you
but I can't help it, son. You could call it nostalgia, you could call it charm, but I love this little fucking movie, son.
Okay.
Like, I dug this fucking movie. Now, like, when they started from the top with Will Smith, as, with him and his kids, I figured, okay, that's going to be Free Genie. I just kind of caught that from Dump, because in a weird way, they kind of did that in the original where they had Robin Williams voice the, come here, come and see what I'm doing. So it's like, I felt like that was their version of having the Genie appear before you realize he's appeared in the same vein as the animated one. So that's how I just took that. Will Smith sing. I already know he can't sing. So it's like there's certain things that I think I went into this movie relenting to. You know what I mean? One, it's not going to be Robin Williams.
Right.
Like, and that's the one thing that you got to get past from the very beginning. Like, it's not going to be Robin Williams. It's going to be Will Smith. Fine. Will Smith ain't no singer, so he gonna do some of that sing-song shit. Because truth be told, the only real singer in this bitch was Jasmine. Because Aladdin had some issues too, and if we want to talk about it. He carried some notes when they got long, but he did some Drake ass singing his damn self too sometimes. And I was like, all right, but I take it off nostalgia because I sing with you. Me and Jay was in that bitch singing with him anyway. So half the motherfucking time I'm not hearing what they doing. We singing together, nigga. We riding. We in this movie right now. God damn it. You ain't gotta hold that note alone, Will. I'm gonna help you hold that bitch up too. We gonna hold this note, Will. That bitch gonna be flat and sharp. Fuck it. We gonna do it together, motherfucker.
I feel that because Aladdin was very melodic and animated.
Jasmine killed. Like her voice killed her. Like Jasmine killed Pink Ranger. You did your thing, man.
She did. I gotta give her props.
That was Pink Ranger from the last Power Rangers film. Like I said, like I think nostalgia got me, but I was just enjoying how they flipped it. I enjoyed the little switches they did. I enjoy what they kept. I think I'm with J.Steel. Like when we get to the part, I enjoy even what they did with the fucking animals, because I was mad they didn't get Gilbert Godfrey back for Iago.
Yeah, I thought that was
But I like how they did. He had the little slick little lines, and I was like,
it's like, he can't really talk.
But yes, he can. He has a consciousness.
He slowly starts talking more and more. He be playing dumb, then he's like, then this nigga starts saying sentences. And
I dug how they played it. Because the first time he speaks, it's just like a normal ass parrot. You're right. They progressively have this nigga being a nigga. Yeah. So I dug it, dog. Yeah. And like when we get to Will Smith, like up until like when I first see Will Smith and shit, I'm like, here go Will Smith being Will Smith. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. I got another hour of this, fine, whatever. And then, I don't know, man, in that first number, he charmed me, dog. He can't sing, but you never had a friend like me charm my ass off. I found myself smiling and giggling at certain parts. I was like, oh, shit, I think I like Will Smith's Genie, dog.
He got me there.
Then from that point on, I just was like what Jay just said, like, well, Will Smith's the Genie. Let's go. Because let's not forget this. A lot of people trying to compare him to Robin Williams, but truth be told, it's an acting role, but we really just got Robin Williams on crack. There's certain people that, you know what I mean? It wasn't that Robin Williams tried on the Genie. The Genie tried on Robin Williams.
They made that character around this man.
They said they still footage of him in the vaults. He was ripping and improvising so much. They still got footage of him.
He had ad-libs off of ad-libs off of ad-libs off of ad-libs.
It's like,
yeah, use that. No, we want this. Do something else with it. He was flipping it.
It's the equivalent of if you would have had Jim Carrey in the 90s. And there's certain things that's just Jim Carrey being fucking Jim Carrey. It's like, so I think Will, what served him at the end of the day was he didn't fight him.
Right.
He didn't try to be Robin.
He didn't try to be Robin.
He just made it more Will. Yep. And it worked.
It did work.
I mean, like we was talking about Will Smith ain't been that good in a while as far as box office. But I was like, man, you know what, Will? you're not robbing because you're not robbing.
Right.
But you will though. We like Will.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not like we never. That's how come you all Will. We liked you in Fresh Prince and you blew up because we like you, Will. Now the point you was, we got tired of you sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But you never gonna like. You never gonna like. I mean, hey, bro. I love steak, but I ain't eat steak every day. You feel me?
Right,
So it's like, but I like getting a little bit of steak in Suicide Squad. I was like, oh yeah, I had steak in a minute, and then getting a 4-course meal in Aladdin. I was like, steak was my favorite food at one point. You dig? So like, I like even like you said, the movie ain't perfect, but Will did it for me. Jasmine did it for me.
For sure.
Aladdin was serviceable. I like Ayago.
He was cute.
He was cute, but you know what I mean? He didn't leave you like, oh, that nigga killed that shit, or he sucked. It was like, okay, he was Aladdin.
He was Aladdin.
It worked. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now we're going to get into what Relle thought I was going to lead with, because I know she know I'm about to talk about.
Because I'm about to blow up right after you say it.
Who did casting on Jafar?
Who the fuck cast Jafar? I was not intimidated from the first time this nigga opened his mouth, and he think because he opened his mouth wider that he is more menacing. My sir, you don't have no deepness, no depth, no. Where's the vocal trainer on set? Like, who the fuck?
There's
why?
no vocal trainer that could have helped it, because I just feel like now, once the movie got going, he was the hardest one for me to be comfortable with. I thought it was going to be Will, but it wasn't Will. It was him. Now, the point, I just accepted that, like how Jay say, this is my genie now. This is Jafar. You know what I mean? For this world, this is Jafar. But when you got, man, the deep voice of Prince.
Come on.
Prince Abubu. I like
Prince
that.
Abubu.
That voice. And even age-wise, I felt like Jafar's supposed to be a little older, which makes it more creepy when he tries to get at Jasmine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's certain things is like, this was just, the guy is not like he was bad or anything. I just feel like we could have had a stronger choice to be cast for that character, because like you said, Relle, like, I wasn't really afraid of him. I mean, the first time I saw him, I laughed. Like, I was riding the movie, I'm loving everything, and then they showed his ass. I think I bust out laughing. I was like, look at the whack ass Jafar. And like for real, he had to win me over.
He pushed the nigga in a well.
I think he didn't get me until he stole that thing from the Aladdin, showed us he was a thief.
Right.
And I was
That's
like,
when I was like,
okay.
all right, Spin, he got some skills.
Okay.
Spin in the game for some years. Okay, show us more of that.
Right, which made it work when he stole the lamp later and such. You know what I'm saying? He already established he was a thief. And I like the mirror situation concept of, I was you. That's why I'm in this bitch hustling. Right. Aladdin, I was you on the streets. I like that dynamic. Absolutely. It's just, I wish there was some actor they could have found that wasn't him.
Right. He didn't do it for me at all.
Yeah,
at all.
I definitely agree with that. And just he wasn't intimidating, but like this was one of the situations where, you know what, had this just been, you just replace this actor, you don't have to change any words, just sort of swap out that guy, and I think you might have got that one perfect. Yeah, because the words are there, like everything is on the page for him. For sure. It's just you know. He didn't carry it through. Yeah, I mean, I like. It's not that he didn't carry it. He did it how he could do it. Like, thing is, I guess that's sort of what we all did at some point. It's like, nah, this guy's Jafar. We just kind of just like accept him at some point.
At some point.
Yeah, because. Well, no, you know, because I was kind of like, well, the way this is written, it's like, nah, my man's a thief. He hustled his way up to the top, and then over the course of him getting the lamp and shit, he's just like, I am in charge. And then like fucking Jasmine shuts that shit down with a fucking speech. And he's like, now I'm not in charge. Now I want to be the biggest sorcerer in the world.
Like he seemed the most childish.
Like he had,
and he's supposed to be the older, sleekier, sneaky, like in the darkness. Like
he's not. Yeah, he's not what we want.
He gave me a different Jafar. He did play it to his.
He did that.
Whatever choices
he him.
Yeah.
It's not that it was awful. It just wasn't my Jafar.
It wasn't. Yeah. Well,
I need a.
Because he wasn't bad. He wasn't
bad. But yeah, and then I felt like they didn't also write him in this huge, powerful way. Like at the end, like, or at least when he starts, like.
No, I'm sorry. That's on acting at that point.
You think so?
I feel like a lot of
sure.
It's the actor.
Yeah. For sure.
You know what I mean? Because somebody even said, man, what the other guy name was that was like, I'm sworn to the kingdom. What was his? Remember the guy? He was like Abu or something.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Remember on the thing, man, Jasmine had to turn his heart so
Hakeem.
Hakeem.
Ah, yeah.
Somebody said Hakeem should have played Jafar. And Jafar should have
Yeah.
played Hakeem.
For sure.
And I was like, yeah, that would have been kind of powerful because Hakeem looked intimidating, yo.
I would have took the Sultan as free.
Did he not look like Robert De Niro to you though?
Oh,
the Sultan looked just like Robert De Niro.
I swear, I was like, oh. So we can do that now.
He looked like
we can do that.
It wasn't him. It looked like him.
It did, but in the beginning, like just for
we can do that.
minutes, I was like, oh shit, that's Robert De Niro. We snuck him in. And then it's like,
that ain't him.
But I thought we was in there.
Boy, I thought he was though. I thought he was.
That we good.
Yeah, I thought he was though.
Yeah.
But nah, son, like Jafar, like he just was what he was. The Sultan was kind of what he was. I just really dug.
Sultan, yeah.
I like the Jasmine and Aladdin relationship. I like how they started so early with it. I like they just threw us in that situation. They didn't really like wait. As soon as the movie start, Jasmine is some shit because she ignorant.
And no sort of precursor to her being Jasmine. I do kind of like the way that kind of plays out. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm gonna stop going back to the cartoon and be like, I like the way it plays on the cartoon better. But yeah, no, it's yes.
Okay.
You just said nothing.
Nothing at all.
Zero.
Nothing at all. I am good.
You
I'm
dig?
just gonna retract.
I like that it looked like Agrabah. It was not a bunch of white people painting.
Yeah,
like,
I was happy about
like
that.
the Dothraki be looking
I was
at me
like,
on Game of Thrones. They look like actual black and brown
Right
people.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
Did a lot of
I was
that.
so satisfied with that.
You know, even with the jams.
Yeah. All the jams and
all the
jellies.
jams. But
yeah, it was a little rainbow coalition.
and I like that he even explained this dude. Like, there's a lot I liked about this movie, son. Because I'm jumping all over the board. Because when I just brought up the jams, it made me think of they explained with the genie magic how they can't recognize his face. Because Jasmine was all up in your shit,
Right.
and then Will was like, she can't recognize you. But they didn't do enough job because eventually she did though. So I was like, I'm gonna just let Disney just have that plot hole right quick because if she can't did the genie magic, they should have did some kind of effect once she realized. Like maybe they could have did an effect when he says genie magic, some shit. So then when she was like she cracked that it was him, maybe they could have showed us see his face changing for her or something. Because it's weird that she just saw it was him at some point.
She took it too early because she was supposed to take it at "Do You Trust Me" when he first.
I mean, no. To me, they built it up. They built it up because he did a few things that made her give her when they finally made. She did a few times. They built it up. I'm just saying physically, if you told me that genie magic is why none of these people will recognize your face when she does figure out you saying all this same Aladdin ass game that the Aladdin gave me, Ali. You hear me? I felt like some kind of effect could have been used. Just to show me her seeing a different face now or something.
I can see that.
Yeah.
That was just a light one for me.
I can see that.
That was a light one because, she just was cool with it. But, I mean, this Disney magic for me is like I let that slide. Jasmine, how y'all felt about it?
I like Jasmine. I know when they first were going through casting, I was kind of skeptical of a lot of their choices. But
yeah, for sure.
I mean, I like that this Jasmine wasn't just like a silent character. I feel like the original Jasmine, they tried to kind of skew it a little bit to make her not so much of a damsel in distress, but she was.
Mm-hmm. See, original one thing I will give the original Jasmine, she had a little bit more sass than this one. Now this one was fucking woke as hell. this one was like, I fuck with this one like you're saying, but I want to say that they gave her the sass without the action, and here what you're saying is they gave her the action with it.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I really like this version of Jasmine. I like the whole song. That was surprising. Like her whole I Will Not Be Silent. So I was like, oh, okay, I see what y'all are doing. This is 2019 Jasmine. Right. This is very appropriate. Y'all had to do this because
for sure.
Had they gone with the whole damsel in distress thing, like original, that would not. That wouldn't work.
Marty over here.
And she wanted to be Sultan. That was a new kick too.
Yeah,
right. I was waiting for that.
I'm just thinking like that song at one point turns into like a Disney version.
It was
of
very
Listen.
High School Musical.
It was like Disney Listen.
It was.
Like she turned into Beyonce and fucking Dream Girl.
It made me think of High School Musical a little bit.
Here go my thing with the song, son. Like it was catchy for me to a degree. I love the purpose of the song, which is a song about not being silenced. I love the performance. Oh, girl sold the fuck out that song. She has a great voice. I remember in the end when she crying and shit. It was amazing for me how she sold it. But the words were so ABC, my nigga. Like, I felt like you could have...
the lyrics?
Yes, the lyrics I feel like could have been written better.
Oh,
same.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's all that got me at times. It was like, man, girl, the way you're singing this, you're selling it for me, so I'm riding with you. I love that there's a song about a girl, a woman, whomever, saying, you not gonna silence me, motherfuckers. Let's go. But when you started singing it, I'm like, bro, I could have wrote this. Like, you're not gonna silence me because I will be free. I will be me. It's like, goddamn, okay, bitch, okay, ABC, 1, 2, 3. So that's my only issue with the song itself is only the lyrics. Everything else about it, I think, came together. And it was a little random at times. I mean, it kind of came at a random point. And I think but it might only be random because I didn't expect it. Because I'm expecting the original movie, so.
Right. Yeah, okay. Which one in particular? The first time she sings?
Both times.
Both times. Kind of caught you off guard?
Both times I didn't expect her to start singing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Like, it just came out of nowhere. The first time I was like, but see, the first time I think I liked it a bit more because I was like, okay, new shit, fine, cool. The second, I don't know, like, it's one of those things of, I'm glad a song was there. I'm glad the best singer in the cast got a song for herself. I just wish a better writer would have written the song.
Well, yeah, because it was kind of clear to me after the first song, I was like, oh, you're the best singer, but you're cast as the chick who doesn't really sing as much as everybody else.
She held up a whole new world, son.
Oh
my God.
She's great. Like, she's wonderful. But, like, besides a whole new world, Jasmine don't really sing very much.
Oh no, that's why they gave her a song, but
it's like she gave her 2 of them. Like it was worth it. Yeah, like, I mean, it's like you can't let that go to waste.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We doing a musical here, guys.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And we got Will Smith doing Prince Ali. So I mean, we definitely gotta throw some more music.
And we got Drake Masad over here being Aladdin. He can do a little bit.
Oh,
because it's like when that Aladdin, because a whole new world, I love. That's one of my favorite songs. Period. I'm always singing it, son. And when that Aladdin started it. And I was like, okay, you do the Drake shit. Okay, fine. Okay. And then a girl came in. I was like, oh, hey, Jazz.
Oh, hey, singer.
What's your name? Singer?
Hey,
Singer? Come on, baby.
You.
Look at you. Singing and shit.
So you felt like the blend was a little off.
I mean, it's only when I think too deep, but I'm a story nigga. I'm not a music nigga. It's like, I had to tell a friend of mine.
That's the shit I can't turn up.
See, I could turn off. If you can't sing, fine, we could ride with it. Let's get some more story. Like a friend of mine, he a technical nigga. So he hated the CG in it. And I'm like, I'm not a CG nigga. It was good enough for me. He's like, you know what? I just didn't like the... Because at first he said the movie was trash. And then when I was like, well, I don't care about CG. And he thought to himself, you know what, bro? I didn't even hate the movie. I just hate the CG. And I was like, well, nigga, that's on you, buddy. That's not what moves me.
I'm not good enough to tell good CG or bad. So, but like I definitely could tell that this that shit in the background was green screen at one point, especially during the.
I had a moment too where I was like, oh, that's the studio and that's the green screen.
Yeah.
There's a very specific moment on the rooftop where I was like,
on the rooftop.
Green screen.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah. I was wondering what the real shot looked like when they were doing
his
it
apartment
in the
was
world.
green screen.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh man, I know none of this is like everything's green in the real look.
How the hell Aladdin thought he was gonna be able to keep up this lie with only one wish left though?
I don't know, fam.
I mean, that's even the original one, so it's just a question because he's like, I can't free you, dude, because I need this one wish because I gotta keep up this lie. But what one wish gonna keep you safe forever from your lie, Aladdin? I just have to realize how dim
I think
he is.
He thought he got away with it because Jafar was the one that revealed him even in the animated one to be Aladdin. But I felt like that kind of checked off what Jasmine was suspicious of from jump. Like he was already throwing hints and signs. When she threw a boo out there and he responded, it was like, okay. And like I don't feel it really felt like she really believed like he was a prince that was dressed up as a commoner, spending time with his monkey, getting to know the people. Because even when she was in the bed with her maid, she was like, do you believe him? Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, I believe him. Yeah.
Yeah, she
wasn't even sure.
She just think the man cute and swaggy.
Yeah, so it's just like it didn't even fucking matter because after that he just kept showing signs. That do you trust me shit just gonna give it away, Aladdin. I don't even know
But even the original Aladdin was stupid like that.
He was.
I'm starting to realize how dumb Aladdin is.
Yeah.
As a person. Like the character's not smart.
Don't make smart.
Dumbass Aladdin. We need to they need to have more of that. I also enjoyed that they didn't put I think Jaden alerted me to this, that they didn't have the brothel. Because in the original one, he runs into with the hoes.
Oh.
They had him in school this time when he was running as a street rat. But
Oh, that was a school.
Oh, holy says, they were supposed to be like all over him. Yeah, I do remember that.
yeah, it's hoes. There's some hoes on here.
I mean, they were dressing. One of them was dressing with his eye.
I mean, you can think a nigga cute without trying to smash.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah,
he was tripping.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I think that's the biggest draw for me in general with this film was like my nostalgia took over and I was with it. Because I know it's not perfect, but I just dug it. I mean, it was like, I don't really have much more about it. It was like, if you dig it, you dig it. If you don't, you don't. But I did. Feel me?
Overall, I dug it, yeah.
I love that boo. Like, I love Iago Flip. Like, there's certain things I didn't expect. Like, now, I don't know if Will Smith needed a love interest, but I guess y'all tied it up in the end.
Yeah, I mean,
Will Smith's string of white women in these films. He also got some white women.
Was that the whole reason for her purpose of being there to sort of be his love interest? Is that why they gave Jasmine a
That's
handmaiden?
what I think.
Yeah.
Why would she be there?
Because that's what I was trying to figure out by the time we got to the end of it. Did I miss something? Because
I mean, once they committed to it being, I think it could be that they just gotta give Will a chick. But on the other side, if the script started with the y'all want the twist to be that it's really the genie telling his story, they had to go that direction because how else did the genie get kids?
How else will she fit into the picture?
I mean, even without her, like you started the story with the genie and his kids, so you had to throw a woman in there somewhere. So it was it's not even on Will at that point, unless the script was changed for Will, which is who knows, we'll never know. But it's charming. It's a charming movie.
It was. I'll see it again.
I'll see it again.
I would definitely see it again.
Yeah, I think you can hear me. I
just gotta put Jafar, man.
Just imagine. But as with anything, once you see it and it's not a shock anymore, now that you know going in that he ain't gonna be our Jafar.
I am the best in the universe. Second to no one. Genie.
Well, yeah. And they didn't even make that man red. They ain't respected enough to make him red.
That's why I was like, oh, did we not have enough time to turn him?
We got no money like that.
Right.
Well, I think they was like, y'all been ripping out Blue Genie. We don't want to make Red Jafar, man. We don't want to get all.
I mean, why would we do exactly like the cartoon? Are we crazy here?
No, I'm just saying they barely pulled off Will as the Blue Genie. I know. You won't give another point of the finger of how ugly Jafar probably will look with that guy being turned red. That might have been sparing us.
It's interesting just them knowing where they're gonna cut. We're just gonna cut this shit off at. It's like nah, this works. I mean, I thought it worked fine. The thing is when he first pops up, I can't help but think, oh, y'all had the balls to do red, huh? Like that, and then after that, I just kind of let it go. I accepted it, but yeah.
That's the word of this review. We just accepted a lot, guys. We accepted so much, Disney.
Yeah, I mean, other than that Prince Ali, I mean, I dug it for the most part. I dug everything about it.
Prince Ali's went too long. That number went too long. Prince Ali, that was a long number.
I mean,
that's how I felt about the silence song.
I felt
like it went too long. Like if it would have been like a verse, a chorus, Hakeem. Like that's all I needed. Like she gave me a whole musical number.
Guy Ritchie
for them
said
just to be disappearing.
He had some weird.
I expected something.
He had some weird slow motion angles in this joint too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes he went slow mo when he had to.
That's how it was.
But then that's sort of signature Guy Ritchie though too. It's like some of that stuff I expected.
I feel like the stuff that he does. Like when I saw that happen, I was like, "This is some Guy Ritchie shit." Because it just was very strange.
Yeah, the whole. I mean, I thought he.
Well, usually it makes more sense when he does it. Like this time, I felt like he says, "Well, I'm Guy Ritchie, so they expect this of me." Right. Because when he threw him in there, it was like, "Did we need it there? Did we need it there?" We do this here after the fact, dude. What usually feels like you go in knowing when you gonna do your cool little thing that you do.
Right.
I don't know, man. Yeah. So what'd you give it on like a grade? Well, what'd you get his grade?
An A-.
You give it A-.
A-.
Yeah, like I mean, you in my opinion, everybody did their thing, but
Jafar,
Jafar is an important character because I always look for the antagonist, the person that's supposed to be the enemy or the person the main character is going against. Like, I expect, certain things out of it. And they have flipped it on us to where it's worked. It didn't work here.
No.
So that's the minus.
Word.
But I love Aladdin. It's still my favorite. Once again, I said I'll go see it again.
She's throwing her bias on the front lines.
I
I'm
love
throwing my
it.
bias on it too. I got a bias. I'm a lover of Aladdin, so we got a certain bias here. Our grades should be probably taken down one
Should have
notch
had
from
me
what
here
we
for
see.
Beauty and the Beast, then it would have been a different story.
I never finished that one fully.
Never started it.
That was
Don't start.
like
I
a
heard
shot
it
for
was
shot.
like
It was shot for shot. That's the one I was talking
Don't
about.
watch
Yeah,
it.
at Disney.
What's wrong with that?
I
I
didn't
like the
finish it, and I
original.
would never
but it's-
finish
Don't do that. I
It's a
told you not to
shot-for-shot
do that.
remake.
No.
Don't watch
That
it.
sounds no, it's not good.
Oh, girl can't sing
No.
either. Too good.
No, she
Don't
cannot.
watch
Who is it? Emma Watson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Okay.
don't
Hermione.
watch me.
Why y'all stop doing the voiceovers? I could tell the Thomas didn't have to sing for himself as Simba. Why y'all like now? For Will Smith, you can't really cover him. You gotta know if someone's singing for
Like,
Will.
that's not
It's
Will.
impossible.
Yeah.
But like for Emma Watson, she has a just regular little chick voice. They could have got someone to sing Belle's songs. Same with this Aladdin guy, Minna Musa, whatever. They could have got a dude to sing for Aladdin in this joint. Why they gave up on the tried and true formula, like getting other niggas who can really sing to sing.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. If you want to make a musical, man, just, make the musical.
Make the musical.
Yeah.
Y'all excited about these other ones coming? Well, asked me. You said a B. What you
yeah.
gave it?
My personal.
No, you said A minus. I'm sorry, I gave away
yeah.
mine.
That's like a
Mine is a
plus.
B. I'm giving it a B. A B.
It's a B. It's a B. No plus, no minus. Just a straight up B in the middle.
Like, okay, my smart self leans to B minus, but I'm gonna just stick in my B. It's a B.
It's a B.
It's a B. It's an imperfect B. It's a B turned in really late.
This is a grade to help
It's
you.
an 87
final
B.
grade.
It's an 87 B.
Yeah.
I'm feeling
C minus. But
C plus.
C plus.
Yeah.
All right.
C plus.
All right, that's a
Feels
good
appropriate.
80.
I'm on the edge of like if you would have gave him an A, it would have hands down been a B minus. Cause I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna brace it up based
I
on what you
can't
said.
give it an
And
A.
when you said B, I was like, oh, nah, man. Maybe not a B then. Maybe a C. C plus though, cause I mean, I don't know. There's a ton of things I did enjoy about this. You know what? Oh fuck, I'm taking it back. B minus.
Aladdin being Will Smith making Aladdin dance like a puppet just made me laugh. Made me giggle.
Yeah.
Continue.
The carpet. I don't know, man. Mama Redeemer, we don't talk about the carpet, but the carpet has a ton of personality. Now the carpet and Abu in the cartoon somewhat of a rivalry, if you will, in the first movie. And in this one, it touched my heart, and maybe it was the marijuana, but it touched my heart in such the weirdest way when at the end when the carpet kind of gets ripped trying to save him, and Abu runs up with the piece of carpet just like he's not here anymore. And I was just like, oh, that kind of broke my heart. See, B minus, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
it got you.
B minus.
What you saying,
I
Jay?
give it an A.
You the Disney
Just
girl.
A. Yeah, I love everything Disney. But I would give it an A. I loved everything about the movie. I would see it again. I thought Will Smith was great. I think the worst part of it was Jafar, but it wasn't unbearable.
Why you laughing? That shit's fun.
It wasn't unbearable, but
worst
he
part.
was kind of a pussy.
She
like,
called this
the
man a
whole-
pussy.
His whole, it was just so easy to defeat him. That was one thing I said to myself.
That's
This was really
exactly
easy.
it.
I was like, hate to keep comparing, but in the cartoon, I was stressed out at the end.
Right? He kept throwing boom.
Everybody's gonna die.
Hourglass.
Oh, we gonna give it back.
Snake, boom.
It was just like we got a
Can't
piece
do
of,
shit.
oh look,
Boom.
I'm this now. Oh look, I'm this now. Oh, here's my lamp. I'm gone.
Right.
It was
No
very-
snakes.
it
no
was just
tricks.
that was my only gripe. I was like, that was too
Cosmic
easy.
power. Like, come on.
But overall, the movie was good. It was colorful. I love Jasmine. I love Jasmine's. I love the actress.
She got a future. Naomi something.
Nassim.
For sure.
She's on
Nicole.
Saturday Night Live. She comes from Saturday Night Live. She's hilarious. I love her.
Jasmine.
Is
comes
that
from-
what? No, her handmaiden.
Her handmaiden.
Oh,
That's
The
where I
Handmaiden.
know her from.
Got
I was trying to place
She
her,
was the
man.
one that always would play Kim Kardashian, and it would be so funny.
Right, okay, yeah, I got you now. I know
But,
her now. Okay.
Yeah, I love the whole movie.
Dope.
It was good.
Okay.
Well, I gave mine, like I said, it's a B.
What is that an average of, everybody? Then
We got it.
That's it.
We got
like
A minus,
an
an A, a B minus, and a B.
Like an A minus then, right?
I think we both gonna give
Or
it a
B
B
plus.
minus. So it seems like a B-ass movie.
Yeah.
It's a B-ass movie.
It's worth going to see. You know, and
nostalgia on fleek though, y'all, because
For sure.
we know technically the movie's probably a C+. Honestly, if you judge the music, the singing harsh, if you judge the CG like it should, if you get into the plot holes on some real nigga take nostalgia in our regular minds, I was probably a strong C+. But we giving this bitch a B because we fuck with Aladdin. If you got a problem with it, it's on you. You heard me?
Yeah. All right.
Straight up.
Word,
we gave you all sides. Let's get into BRIGHTBURN because I already know. I heard you on mic talking shit about BRIGHTBURN. Let's get into this joint.
Bro,
let's get into BRIGHTBURN.
Okay, let's talk about
But people that don't know, BRIGHTBURN is a film, man.
It's
a flip on the Superman's lore. Like, you know, Superman, the whole thing with the alien, he crash lands in Kansas. Mom, Pa Kent find the little baby boy spaceship, hide the spaceship in a barn. They take and raise the kid up to be this really great kid and shit, and becomes Clark Kent, Superman, etc., etc. Saves the world.
Clark Kent
Superman.
from
Smallville, Kansas. This story is about Brandon Breyer from Brightburn, Kansas, and and his spaceship crash lands just alike, and he doesn't go the way of Clark and Superman. He goes the complete opposite, fucked up way. We about comic book horror film in BRIGHTBURN. So what you saying about it? Initial thoughts, how you felt, what you feeling, where you at with it?
So like you described there, I was sold hey, what if Superman came down and was evil instead of good or
truth, justice, and American way.
Right. Yeah, it goes left instead of right.
He is the American way, all right.
Yeah. Right? So, but instead, if we're really breaking this movie down, what if that kind of sociopathic, psycho in your class discovered he had powers at 12? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if that happened? Like, there's no fucking trace of Superman in this gentleman whatsoever. I feel like Superman is like this jock or whatever who discovers he had powers at 12. This kid was on the way to fucking, murdering the chickens in the middle of the night.
Man, no,
that boy,
no, I can't give you that, Marty. That boy was very normal until he hit 12. Because that was the point.
Switch flipped.
No, it did flip. But he wasn't the weird thing about him, he's really smart. He was a nerd in class because when his auntie, who was his teacher, asked him about the bees and shit, you feel me?
Yeah.
What's up? Yeah, asked him about the bees and shit. You know what I mean? Like he was hyper smart about the bees and shit. You feel me? So yeah, he was kind of weird, but he wasn't like fucked up until like he started getting with props to that actor. That little boy acted his ass off. But
yeah,
I still feel like it's still stuck to its original thing. If Superboy, he didn't go with Superman. It's a Superboy. It's the same story because if you follow some comic book shit. Some comics state that he don't get his powers until he's about like an adolescent, and then the power starts showing. It's like he's normal up until some say from dump Right. But nah, man, I feel like it's stuck. It's so Superman, it's so Superboy. You heard me that I have to disagree with you, buddy. But continue, man. Initial feelings.
That besides, that initial thoughts. I feel like this is gonna be a movie that I'm going to enjoy talking about more than I enjoyed watching it. Mm-hmm. Because it just, I don't know, I guess I kind of expected something. So, real cool thing, didn't walk in seeing, I don't even think I saw a trailer.
We played one time.
Did we play one time? But it didn't give away a lot, did it?
I did.
Yeah, it was like very little. Okay, that's the only thing I saw. So, kind of going in, I didn't really have a lot to go off of. I didn't know where it was going to go really exactly. I kind of had some idea from listening to a couple things and just some stuff I couldn't escape. But it just, for me, I kind of thought it was going to do a little more. And at the end of the day, it kind of, like, for me, turned into like this horror movie, which I guess was the plan all along.
It's a horror movie.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of.
It's
all horror.
Marty. It's a horror movie,
enough.
Marty. It calls itself a horror movie, Marty. It's comic book horror, Marty.
It's not really comic book. It's more
it's comic genre horror. Nope.
Yeah, okay.
Genre horror.
Right,
it's an alien kid who has superpowers and he decides to kill everybody. Nope, it's still horror, Marty. They just flipped it, Marty. That's what New Mutant's supposed to be too, by the way.
I don't know. I feel like true. and with sight unseen, I can't really argue for that one. But yeah, this one, it didn't really play all that well for me. Like the thing, the performances were fantastic. Nobody really turned in anything unworthy. Like everybody was on point. So there, I have no qualms, no issues.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. We can kind of get into it, but like initial thoughts.
We ain't gonna get into a scene by scene.
Oh, we're not gonna do scene by scene.
I just got it going in the back just to give you just the vibe.
Right.
But we ain't gonna see. Well, it's it's been pirated, whatever. What were you saying, man? I can't play that one off. Like, it's
happening.
But now we can talk through it, but we're not gonna go scene by scene. It's gonna take up so much.
Doing this because I'm not seeing it otherwise.
But no,
go ahead, continue. I love it.
No pause. What I'm saying is we're not doing this.
Good.
Yes,
No. Wonderful. Either way.
No, that's what I'm
saying. Either way, it's
Great.
amazing.
Yeah.
Either way, it's amazing.
We're not.
All answers are good.
Skip
Great.
it on down how you want, baby. I ain't complaining. Look at that shit.
Scary. Yeah. But what were your initial thoughts, J.Steel?
I didn't have.
About the movie.
Did you walk in? Oh yeah.
No.
Did you walk in with any preconceived notions?
Not really. I was a little confused, and because I've accidentally spoiled myself before by trying to figure out what a movie is about, so I didn't want that to happen.
Right.
So I went to go look up, like, what is the premise of this? Is it, because I thought it was from a comic book. I was like, oh, okay, this must be some comic book shit. Mm-hmm. And that led me to almost getting spoiled. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I don't want to know anything. Okay. So in my mind, I was just like, okay, I'm about to see some shit with some kid that's evil Superman, basically. Mm-hmm. That's all I knew. My initial thoughts, I found myself a lot of times feeling like, okay, I'm waiting for something to happen. It felt kind of slow at some moments. And the movie felt a lot longer than what it was. It was really good, but I just kind of had a hard time, like, okay, I'm expecting something extremely horrific and gory and just like, and it took a while to get there. That was my, like, first few thoughts.
And then I'm about to say, you talk about horrific and gory, this motherfucker.
Then it went there, and it stayed there, and it just got so dark that I was just like, they're going to stop him at some point. This is going to stop. And it never stopped, and he killed everyone, and I was really scared when I left this movie because I have a kid, and I just started thinking about all kind of scenarios. I was like, what if my kid, I don't know.
Went dark?
Yeah.
Oh, was the Antichrist?
It was really creepy. And then also, I'm terrified of, like, Rosemary's Baby. It's a really good movie, but that movie freaks me out. And this made me think of Rosemary's Baby.
Wow, fair enough.
So much. So, yeah.
I love this movie, dog.
Oh, yeah? You
loved it? I love this movie.
Okay. I got the impression that you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
From your text message.
I enjoyed the whole thing.
Yes.
I loved it. Only thing I didn't love was that it's a true villain story, and it's in horror films. One reason I don't watch horror movies is because I don't like films that end badly, because I get really invested in the characters, into the story and shit. So when things end up bad for good people, like, it really sits with me afterwards. I'm very empathetic, but that doesn't make it a bad movie to me. Like, that makes them, because if they would have ended it in a good way, it would have been bland, because it would have been too, like, paint by numbers. So when they, like, say no, fuck it, at the end of the movie, his mama, who was his stupid ass mama, who was riding for him the whole time, nah, bitch, you gonna fly up to the heavens, I'm gonna drop your ass, you're dead, bitch. That part scared the shit out of me, pissed me off, and had me feeling away. And I was like, oh shit, this is a great movie, because I feel something right now. Elizabeth Banks, dog, she was mom's, nigga.
She was.
He murdered her. He murdered her, dog. He murdered everyone. This was a villain story. He murdered everyone.
You know what I thought was gonna happen? Was
fuck this kid.
I thought they were gonna, so like that caught me off guard too at the end, but where I thought it was gonna go was, I was like, this, I mean, I know this is by the Gunn family, who sort of has an unorthodox way of doing things.
You better take this in. This movie was made for $6 million.
Holy shit. Are you serious?
It's an indie, technically, son.
Yeah.
$6 million for a $6 million indie, my nigga. Bro, you better be sucking some more dick here.
Nigga, True. Okay.
$6 million? Look at what it did with his budget.
Now I can't really see. I keep fucking my head up in the middle of the. fucking process here, man. I mean, you could have did that before we sat down to do this. But now, okay.
$6 million.
So that's a horse of a different color.
My God.
Because there are places where I'm just kind of like, you know what, this feels like this was done by the Gunn family, who in the Gunn family, I feel like they have a ton of fucking pull. I feel like they didn't have a lot of money. And then they didn't. And it's kind of like, well, shit, $6 million, you able to do this?
Dog, some of the
kind of got to
effects
give you a little bit of fellatio
son,
for that.
My nigga.
I mean,
because, okay,
for the people
listening, the way the movie goes, man,
miracle.
it's the kid, Brandon Brewers, his first birthday. I mean, he makes 12, and now he's becoming to his own. They kind of use it as a kind of puberty allegory. They got so many allegories in this joint. But,
yeah.
When he hit 12, they hit a spaceship in the barn, and the spaceship starts fucking talking to the kid, and the kid start like kind of tripping. And one of the biggest first red flags that they show is he gets out of sleep one night, and he's just like trying to rip open the freaking shed up to get to the spaceship. Even though the spaceship down there, but the shit's glowing red. He's trying to rip open the motherfucking door, and he's saying alien language. And Elizabeth Banks' Mama Banks, she rolled up in that bitch, and you know, she see the shit weird, and she just kind of, the mother's love is blinding, is I guess what scares J.Steel about this film, son, because
that's what I wouldn't have liked about it, which is why.
Son, she be like, but the thing is, she became frustrating at a point with that mother's love shit, but it never felt fully unwarranted because she always had that layer of denial to a degree. Because I remember at one point, she was fighting her husband because Daddy was on it. As soon as that little nigga started tripping, Daddy was like, he fucking tripping.
Fucking communicated, nigga. He could have arranged something more proper.
Okay, no, we get to that point.
But okay,
I'm just saying the level of
Daddy
he was on it.
Yeah, he was definitely on it.
One point where she was defending the kid to the dad that was frustrating, but Elizabeth Banks played it with this air of she didn't fully believe what the fuck she was saying either. And I loved how that angle went with the delivery.
As a fly on the wall, though, Elizabeth, he pushed your husband through a wall.
But my son, look at that scene again, how she delivers it. It was like, at first I was angry, but then I started watching her eyes. She didn't fully believe what she was saying. It was legitimately like, I have to believe this because I'm his mom.
Right.
It was desperation.
But old boy had already walked in there with his mind made up.
Yeah.
He just wanted to hear you.
My nigga was fuck sister Fork. We'll get to that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right, this the boy just chewing on the fork instead of his freaking cereal because, so let me finish. Like, okay, so like he gets to his spaceship and his mama see the shit, and from that point on, he just start kind of tripping. You know what I mean? He has these moments where you could tell he was a nice little boy at one point. You see the nice little boy, but then you also see him being this other shit that he's becoming. And one thing this movie also did well was show us the family. We got to see Elizabeth Banks and the dad be a good couple. We got to see the boy and the dad they all had great relationships, which set up the tragedy of what was to come. Because they were pretty happy together. You know what I mean?
And I want to see, before you told me this was made for $6 million, I was going to say, it's all shorthand, but it's like, they only
it was an hour and 30 minutes, yo.
I know, like they had $6 million. They had $6 million, Marty.
I mean, and on top of it, bro, they probably cut it down for consumption. But they made me curious about what did you cut out? Because I'm more than sure you cut some shit out. 130 is short in these days.
Yeah, it is short.
Knowing that they only got $6 million, I hope. How much did they make, man? Did they?
They made $15 million opener.
Okay,
they clipped their budget.
Because I would love to see with more money what they would have in mind. Because I feel like that $6 million, I can tell with the places where I would want to sort of throw up like this and that is probably where we only had $6 million. Like if we had 20 or 25 where a movie like this would normally get, maybe we could do some of that stuff.
But they used their money well, I believe.
They absolutely
all those
did.
Kills,
they absolutely did.
Those kills were amazing. So so the kids start going freaking left because in the spaceship, long story short, at one point he realized the spaceship is trying to tell him take over the world or take the world. Because at first he was just getting like bits and pieces of what he was trying to tell him whenever he would possess him. He'd be like, take the. And then by the time he hit take the world, then he was full blown evil at that point. And then he started going off. Now I'm mix and mesh when that happened in succession of the movie. But let's get into some of the shit that started getting you fucked up. There's this Lois Lane type character chick that he had a crush on. The only person in school that was being nice to him. And what made me laugh about this film too is the bully didn't get fucked over. The bully was a little paper boy from Atlanta, and
that's where I know him from.
Yeah,
I'm like,
little
I
paper
seen
boy.
You, little kid.
And I thought the bully was gonna get his just desserts, and like all the good people got fucked over in this movie, and none of the bad people did. Because
kind of a dick.
That boy fucked with that kid, and what did he do, dog? Like, okay, he tried to. Okay, the girl's being good to him, little Lois Lane character. I call her little Lois Lane because at a point, when he does that creepy shit and he try to visit her in her room, she's trying to type up a little news report. Okay. Yeah, you remember I saw it on her screen, so I was like, oh, okay. She's little Lois Lane, but he's dark and demented, so it's like, what happened with that? So she was nice to him. His daddy had to talk with him because they think he's going through puberty, and they don't know this nigga here is throwing lawnmowers and shit, putting his hand in the lawnmower, and the motherfucker ain't hurting him.
It's a bunch of stuff.
There's a bunch of shit going on that you don't even see besides him chewing on that fork, Dad. And so I feel like he took that
and the magazines and photos and stuff.
Oh, we didn't even get to that nastiness. Yeah. But like the dad gave him the green light to go holler at hoes or some shit, and he took it upon himself while they camping to go to her room for whatever reason and be creepy Edward from Twilight and hang in the goddamn curtains.
Nah, I don't have
freaking
kids.
That chick the hell out.
Nah, I don't have kids, but that's something I think that scares me is the misinterpretation of what you say. Like that was a clear misinterpretation of what he was told. But with his abilities, with what's at his disposal, that is terrible.
And you don't want that. Now, he's in alien mode too.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit. You know what? I just sent you, giving you the green light for damn near anything. Like it's sort of could potentially be a bad idea, especially on the path that you're on. And then there's this secret life and shit that he's holding. So. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I mean, Alien was about urges. Like, if I want this, I want it. If you make me mad, I'm mad. Yeah. So it was so simplistic. Yeah, the kid, like it was the kid and this alien him, and we see that struggle happening. But how you felt about that scene with the boy? Because the boy flew into her fucking room, and was this before or after he screwed up her wrist?
After he broke her wrist.
Damn.
So wait. So what made him break the? No. It was after. It was before.
He shows up first.
It was because he shows up in her room first and creeps her out.
And then the little circle thing happens.
He went to her room twice because the reason why she wouldn't accept him in the circle of trust
because she knew
the scene where they were actually face to face was after.
Yeah,
like
so I'm
full on face to face where she's laying because she has the thing on
the broken wrist. So I'm talking about before that. Before that, he visits her room to kind of like be on some creepy shit because his dad said go do what you do, holler at these girls in a weird, awkward, funny little scene between father and son. It was awkward and
he's not good at the talks. Like didn't they have like two of those?
Yeah, had a couple talks, but he didn't know what to do. But
And, okay, did I miss a scene where they explain why it's like it's not okay to give the kid a gun and then we go out on a hunting trip?
Okay, we'll come back to that.
Fair enough. Gotcha.
Hold that. I just want to say before I lose that thought of like, so he goes to go talk to her in her room, but it creeps her the fuck out, and she sees him before he flies out. She screams. Mom comes in, and I didn't think she saw his face. I thought that was for the audience to see because he was so fast, and it was a creepy shot. His little face in the little curtain, and then it's gone. You
I missed it. I was confused. I was like, I didn't see this little boy.
Oh, you didn't?
Oh, you didn't see him?
Oh, son. Okay, so that's a cool reason why we have this thing going. Let's go to that part. It was trippy as fuck because it was just trippy. But like so that made the girl not wanna it was right here. That made the girl not want to catch him because then in PE class, shouts out to my dude Terrence Rosemore playing the PE coach, and that's the homie,
I met him at 48 like a year or two ago, whatever. But he's real cool.
He gets around. That's my dude, man. We was in a couple together. But like, son. So when they doing a circle of trust in PE class, she don't even want to touch him because she feel like he's some weirdo that was in her house, in her room and shit, and that makes him fall to the ground. And he liked her. So he felt betrayed that she wouldn't even like catch him, and she said ill. She went yuck, you know what I mean? And then she called him man a pervert, and then big bully, big bully paper boy.
I didn't see the whole thing, but
big bully paper boy start clowning him, and once again, I'm thinking little man about to go off on big bully paper boy, and then when Coach Terrence tell her to help him up, he rips her fucking hand off, dog. Like, breaks her wrist in the most gruesome way.
Yeah, wow. Dude. They spent some time on
real estate. And once again, throughout this bitch, all his kills, they put the money in the kills. Because from breaking her wrist to fucking over her mom, because her mom called him a retard, basically, being mad, justifiably mad that you broke her daughter's wrist.
Right.
And you were in her freaking room. I mean, like,
Right.
the mom believes that from jump with no evidence whatsoever.
Sorry.
But,
and no, see, that was one of those
with everything evidence to the contrary, at least.
Well,
there's
there's no true way to prove that he was there because they were camping 30,000 miles away. So they like, why did my little boy get up in here? So
how did it happen? Yeah, how did he get
but
there?
at the end of but y'all do know weird shit's happening to him. I mean, we got the shit with the chickens. Oh, that happens later. But like, he murders all these chickens or some weird shit, and that creeps out Dad. After seeing all the other shit, when the chickens get freaking roasted.
Yeah, that was it.
Because he was just standing in front of him. And the chicken's going ham. The chicken's like, yo, bye, this motherfucker creeping us out. He bring the kid inside. And then the motherfucking chickens, he come back outside. There ain't no wolf. The door got broken into. And the chickens is filleted. Nigga, like, this kid was tripping. And then the mom even see him, like, drawing his little creepy costume. Drawing the BB insignia. I saw early on that his auntie, I thought auntie was going to die from dump. They kept showing this pretty white lady.
Yeah, I thought she was too. As soon as I found out she was going to be the counselor, I was like, oh, she's going to die.
Oh, man. That was such an intense scene, that whole counselor scene with him. Dude.
Where he's just like, just unempathetic.
Because he's slowly just losing it, dog. And like, come on, like I'm trying to think of Succession. Like he breaks the girl freaking wrist. That intense scene when he goes stalks her mom in the diner, and that glass scene in her eye.
I mean, he fucking killed her.
That was gruesome. Dude, that eye, I couldn't even look at the screen, her pulling the glass out her eye.
That really hurt, man.
And then he stalked her into the fridge, and he busts open the door, and then for the longest throughout the whole movie, he wondered, where's her body? Then when we find her body at the end of the movie.
I'm like, we all know this kid jacked off.
Dog, this special effects.
Right? I mean,
this bitch was ripped open with her guts hanging out.
Crazy, man.
Yeah.
No.
Special effects.
They put the money in all the right places, dude. I mean,
real.
I'm in awe. $6 million. You sure?
6 freaking mil. We forgot to throw out here that the mom and dad, the mom and dad couldn't conceive. I forgot to throw that part in there. They couldn't conceive. So when the crash land happens and they find the baby boy, which they don't show us all the details, which I enjoy.
We just kind of jump into that
because we know what the details are. So thank you.
Yeah, just fill in the blanks.
But shouts out to the uncle. The uncle made me laugh out loud. Badger of Breaking Bad.
Badger, yeah. So I thought I was the only one that refers to him as Badger I see him now. Yeah, no, he's always gonna be Badger. I don't care how you change your voice. He
was the most realistic response. So like the little boy, like, okay, so what makes him have to go get counseling? Oh, he had to get counseling just for breaking her wrist. So he decides. So
about to go
his auntie is his counselor, and his auntie tells him that you're not showing empathy in anything that I'm saying. I'm going to have to tell the sheriff that you're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And he's like, auntie, it'll be good for you if you think you're gonna tell the sheriff.
Yeah, but at this point, he's at her house.
Then he goes to the house and knocks on the door.
Yeah, like nothing like the motherfucking police.
And she like, what the hell you doing here?
Like, we all know you were in the backyard, bro.
After the backyard, like, he kept setting off alarms in the backyard, motion sensors and shit. It was creepy. Like, dude, props to how y'all set up this shit, because I thought that lady was dead. When you knocked on the door, and he's like, auntie, it wouldn't be good for you.
She would have been.
It wouldn't be good for you if you tell on me. She's like, I got to. It's my job. Now go home. I'm glad she had the wherewithal not to let him in. Something about him creeped her enough to be like, you ain't coming to the house, though, little boy.
Yeah, I mean, because, I'm glad that was something that sort of struck her that way, because he is technically family, so it's sort of
you would think, I thought she was going to let him in.
Right, and, I mean, honestly, she didn't have to. I mean, if it wasn't for Uncle Badger, she'd be dead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that led to an even more hilarious scene.
It was creepy.
Where that motherfucker is so caught. But I'm just kind of like, oh shit, what's going to happen? Yeah. And then it plays out so realistically.
It plays
out so realistically.
Oh my God. So what happens?
Oh my God.
So what happens is, okay, so she sends his ass home after he sends her lightweight threats, creepy threats and shit. And
I don't think it would be
she
good
sends
for you.
text to Badger. I thought she was gonna send text to her sister to be like, hey, your son was at my house.
Right.
I hope he get home. But no,
a
lot of miscommunication. Because like you said with the mom and the dad, like the mom didn't tell the dad at first that she called him trying to break into the spaceship. The dad didn't tell her face that he's biting forks. A lot of miscommunications happening in this movie that needs to happen. And so he's stalking her inside the house so creepily, and then Badger gets home after, like, he was drinking with Brandon's dad and stuff, and he's like, I get home, I'm good. And that they said that establishes that, he might be a little tipsy. And he get home and he kisses his wife, but his wife never knows that he's home. That was so tragic.
Yeah.
Like he come home and she sleep.
Yeah, I kind of felt like, I know that
she sleep. So I said, because she never knew he came home.
Right.
So when he brushed his teeth, little man at the top of the fucking ceiling, all creepy and shit, he flies to the closet. My nigga go to the closet and he just catches him.
He's like, yeah.
What the fuck you doing, you little weirdo?
He's like, why the fuck you in
No,
this creepy ass
no,
mask? You scared the shit out of me.
No, we gotta go to that
you
scene.
scared.
I'm
scared for you.
We gotta go to that scene, son. We gotta go to that scene, dog, because his reaction was like damn near perfect when he catches his. And that's your nephew, son. So you ain't got no reason to be like.
Are you in the closet?
Right? You have no reason to be formal whatsoever.
Oh my god.
What the fuck are you doing here, little weirdo?
Are you gonna tell my mom and dad? You could be lucky if that's all I do to you.
Where is here it is.
Brandon? What the fuck are you doing? No, what the fuck are you doing in my closet wearing this creepy mask? It's not creepy. You scared the shit out of me, you weirdo. I'm kicking you off.
What the fuck are you doing? You little weird. Imagine you come home in the middle of the night and this little nigga just standing in your closet. Like, what the fuck are you
But wait, then you like
You just blew me.
But wait, hold on.
Blew me.
I could have sworn I saw you fly.
Like
You
That's
scared
why
the shit out of me on
I
at first. Because you gotta be spooked. He's scared at first.
come on, dude. Something flew.
But he didn't catch fly.
Maybe he
something
did.
moved
Maybe
very
he did.
fast.
Very fucking fast, man.
And he's scared, so when you go in your closet and you see this little nigga
I mean, you
standing
motherfucker.
standing with a
How
mask
did you do
on.
that shit? Stop playing games. You better be real, Frank.
I felt
You
them,
better be
son.
real.
I felt them, son. And
I
then,
did.
so then he's like, I'm about to take you home. Again, did
Yeah.
not tell his auntie that he was home.
Right.
And this makes this is a critical error. And like he tells him, I'm gonna tell on you. And his whole deal is, oh, well, now you fucked up. You told me you're gonna tell on me. So now like we have this creepy ass situation where like your dude is trying to drive him and he disappears, and now we have this, he driving on this road by himself, and then Brandon running to the car and flip the car over, and it's just the most gruesome shit. Like, and I knew it. I said, watch, they gonna think that man was drunk driving, son. You hear me? When Brandon smashed the car and you see this man's motherfucking
Jaw.
come off.
Ooh.
It comes off.
That shit.
Those effects,
was
man.
hard to watch, man. Cause that motherfucker is just choking on blood that entire time, and it's like he had a realistic death. Like it took him a second to sort of like bleed out there.
So I expect to see him after Brandon smashed the car because he see Brandon flying. He's like, fuck that. Like he was the most realistic nigga. Fuck that.
But we got like a we got like a real damn. That shit is fuck. It's fucking with me now. But you got like a real quick shot of his like jaw, like his mouth going into the steering wheel when that shit
When
hit.
it hit, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, I'm like, well, damn, I wonder if they gonna have the balls to show us what that shit's gonna look like.
And they
goddamn, did they not show it to us?
And they did.
They held on it for a while. Like we watched this nigga die.
I mean,
in
it
real
fell
time.
down at first and he caught it and just held it up. Like, I'm surprised he was living
Like,
that long when the jaw
nigga,
came down.
you
And then,
you ain't doing nothing.
and Brandon, the thing about him, what we forgot to say is Brandon been leaving his little insignia. He left his BB when he killed.
I'm like, Nick, what
when
are
he
you
killed the
doing?
girl. Cause that was creepy when he had his signals all over the diner windows, nigga. That
Once
scared
again,
the hell out of her.
If
And
your serial killer classmate discovered he had fucking powers at 12 years old.
yeah, man. Then he
Tell
puts it
you.
in Brand, and then his uncle's that's his uncle at that. That's his uncle. And his uncle's, he was about to kill his auntie, and he killed his uncle instead. And he writes in his uncle's blood his freaking signature again for the crime scene. It's a say he don't want to be told on. He keep putting his little signature every little place, like you said, serial killer ass shit right there. And I'm just like, whew, this is, I don't want Superman to be evil, bro. This is giving me a lot right now. My nerves are bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, he's killing family. And that uncle just got him the present. Because that was one of the first markers earlier in the movie. His uncle got him that gun for his birthday. And his dad was like, no. And he started snapping his dad like, give it to me. And his dad like, who the fuck, bud? And again, your son's, he's not your son no more, dog.
Yeah. Did anybody notice that those games just went out behind nobody? Okay, cool.
Yeah, while he was flipping out and to get the gun back, every time he flipped, the games and all the electronics go off. Because that's the one thing that's not Superman that they gave him.
Yeah, like the extra quirk that he has.
He can affect electricity.
Right, yeah. They don't really, I don't know, well, they definitely expose that. He uses that a lot, but they don't
only
really,
with his eyes. He doesn't ever really use electricity. He can fly.
Right. Yeah.
He has super strength. He has the laser beams out of his eyes. But when he comes around, it's interesting.
Well, shit, come to think of it, maybe he wasn't even in the backyard. Like maybe he was
just the frequencies reacting to him like that.
Reacting to him, like maybe he was just setting that shit off.
Maybe, but once again, he moves so fast, it could be either or. Cause
true.
It was pretty freaking nuts.
Yeah.
And like after killing his uncle, he comes home with no shirt on.
Now,
but I'm glad they knew he was lying.
I'm
glad,
because
he lied to them and said I was just playing sports with my and in a worse movie, the mama would have believed it. The mama would have believed it, and the daddy wouldn't have. I'm glad both the mom and the dad was like, I know he's fucking lying. Son,
she's like he's fucking lying,
bruh. I'm so glad because dude, I've been mad because once again, Elizabeth Banks still gave the mother the right and be damned, that layer of I'm in denial. Like I have this alien ass son. I can't explain everything, but he's going left. And once again, the people are disappearing. People are dying. The uncle dies. He come home. He try to hide his shirt and shit because his shirt got the blood on it. Pops ain't feeling that shit. Now this dream sequence was out the blue as hell. That was one part. Like when he was dreaming, it was like. I ain't know he was gonna have dreams in this movie. They kind of threw me off.
Right. That was. I mean, in terms of
the daddy had a nightmare.
Yeah. In terms of creep factor, I mean that shit was hella effective. I mean a lot of this shit, they put all the money in all the right places because a lot of this shit is very effective. That dream sequence, I guess it does kind of come out of nowhere.
It does. It's creepy.
I know. I have an image in my head when you mention it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like it worked.
And it gave a twisted version of what they didn't give from the dump. Yeah. Because we never saw them find him.
Yeah.
Now this is kind of how it went down, but of course way more demented because he's having a nightmare because now he doubts his son. Mm-hmm. And that's not my kid no more than his head. But it's kind of like a mixed reaction, mixed feelings and whatnot. Yeah. But like that was his friend though. That fucked him up when the friend died, when he kills his uncle, and that's his dad's partner, and they gotta blame it on a freaking car accident, and like everybody, even the mom hit that trigger when she get mad at him trying to still defend her son, like nigga, no, you're in denial because you feel bad because you let Noah drunk drive and kill himself, and I felt so heartbroken for him because it's like. No,
I mean, it is what it looks like, but
damn, man. This kid covered his tracks so well, but no, mom, because at the end of the movie, he had a super cover his tracks that I was like, oh, man, with the airplane.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
Nigga.
I mean,
nigga.
Didn't nobody see that goddamn plane? That little kid before and nobody survived.
How can you know, right?
How would you know? And nobody survived.
And nobody survived, dog.
So, who's gonna tell?
So I like when it finally comes to a head, and because they decide to have this conversation with him, and the dad is aggressive, and mom's still trying to be patient, but dad's like, I know you fucking lying. What did you do to my partner? Like straight up, I'm owning you too hard. Yeah, I'm owning you too hard, and the kid, because even when they tell him Uncle Noah's dead, and he like, okay,
but like, okay. He was on that man before that. Like, that man walked in there like, make me believe you not a mother. Like, you didn't have nothing to do with this shit.
Impossible from that reaction.
Yeah, and then it's like, after that point, it was just like,
he said, I feel like, Lil Man said, I feel like you expect me to cry or something.
It's like, oh my God, dude.
And that
playing human right.
You don't even care about playing human anymore.
Like, yeah, no, fuck it. I mean, shit. Only when it's convenient. You know what I'm saying?
Only with moms, kinda.
I mean, cause like he played the whole human game when he fucking came home with no fucking shirt on.
Yeah.
Like,
but it was badly. That was a bad lie.
Yeah, it was awful. He was terrible.
It was great acting again by the little kid.
Yeah, but it's hard to like, sell terrible
act like lying. But that's what I'm saying.
Terrible. Yeah, no, you're true.
And I'm with you, man. Hey, moms, he threw dad through something. You should be on dad's side from that point on. Yeah. The whole situation happens later with dad. Should not happen. Because from the point on, the little kid, because dad even making points.
If they had talked, He could have planned that shit properly.
But
because they don't talk about this shit.
They kind of talk a few times. He's having arguments because Dad made points. He's never bled. He's never been sick.
And
look at these things. And the only time he did bleed,
that nigga did bleed.
That one time.
She never told him about it.
She didn't.
She had opportunities
because at a point he fought when he first finds his ship. He cuts himself on the ship, and that's when we find out the parts of the ship can hurt him.
Right.
But she never told anyone about that, and she should have at least told her husband.
Yeah, it just sort of feels like the most half-assed try at the. But never mind.
But we'll get to that, man, dude, it's just a trip. And Dad say, okay, fuck this kid. I'm going to find this shirt that he's trying to hide. And kid kept. Right. I thought kid knew, like, Dad's in your room. I thought kid knew, like, you found it.
You got to remember, kid's 12. I'm like, well, damn, kid, you didn't check it, like. I don't know, just to make sure that shit is there. I mean, you just set it down.
Maybe Alien Kid didn't care.
There. Maybe he did.
Maybe Alien Kid just didn't care no more because when Dad get that blood and he's like, and that's when they have the big argument with Moms.
Yeah, because like that's still not enough for her.
Yeah, son. So Mom's gonna be in complete denial to the end, and they had the little moment when Dad trying to make everything good, make it seem like he gonna just take kid out hunting and regain the bond. Yeah. And I was like, please be employed, but don't be employed at the same time.
I thought he was gonna like maybe have this idea on the way there or as he was there, but like to sort of just be like, nah, nigga, the plan from the jump.
That's from the jump.
Like, cause they're just scouting right there in the very, very beginning, nigga. This is the first day. You didn't even get a night with him. You just. Like, his
whole plan was to take the dog out to the pasture. The problem is, you idiot. You said yourself he's never bled. He didn't see him, like the kid never told anybody that the thing didn't affect him. So the thing is, Dad didn't know he was invulnerable. Dad didn't know he was invulnerable, but the fact that you're dealing with an alien that doesn't bleed makes me feel like, Dad, you have no backup plan after shooting him. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, so he takes the kid out for hunting, and that's what they already established that they do. And he shot the kid in the back of the head. Now, give Dad props for the headshot. You know what I mean? It was a headshot.
Right.
A lot of times in these movies, the people don't do the headshots. And I'm like, why in the fuck didn't you do the headshot?
Right.
Just the headshot hit him like a mosquito. Kid was good. Kid had no issues, no qualms. And as soon as that happened, I was like, okay, Dad is dead. And the kid ran up on Dad. He was fast enough to go home and get his costume. He got his costume.
Yeah, that was going to be my question, bro. So, is he wearing that shit under his clothes? Like,
I think he's just that fast, dog. I think he's just that fast, bro.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, all the blue and red allegory. And that was a creepy little costume, especially when his eyes are glowing. And
No,
and he burned Dad's face off. But that was a good effect. 6 mil, bitch. He burned Dad's face off with his eyes. It was the worst thing ever. And while this is happening and going down, and it was a nice little moment when Dad was looking at, like, I can't believe my kid's psycho because he's looking at all these old things from. Well, when he was your kid up until he was 11. Sorry, yeah. So
he had some good years.
Dad reminds me of Cha-Cha off the Umbrella Academy. I feel like Piggybacking Brothers. Mm-hmm. J.Steel just came back, y'all. Just so you guys know, she left. She wasn't here, but. Dude. What I was about to say. Now, what part that got me while Dad's out camping, and of course, he got this black sheriff putting these BBs together. But what made the black sheriff think it'll be the kid? That's a big leap of faith. He found Brandon's little signature at the 2 crime scenes. Yeah. What made him decide to go to Elizabeth Banks?
Like 2 BBs.
Like Brandon Breyer. That's all.
I'm like, why?
It's the only motherfucker in the whole town. Right, that has a BB. Like, that was, I think that Jay was like, okay, this is the plot hole of the movie, right? Like, I don't see how in the world the sheriff was able to narrow down that the kid, why? He broke the girl's wrist. Okay, but breaking the girl's wrist and being responsible for the death of her mom and just hiding a body and messing and killing dude in a car accident, that's a whole lot. Now, that is his uncle, and like, I could see how you needed more, dude. You needed more to put together besides knowing that was his uncle and now was his wannabe girlfriend's mom or what have you. But Mom shuns off the sheriff and goes into the boy room and find the BB symbols that the sheriff was talking about, world domination pictures that Brandon been drawing, and straight up pictures of the uncle being murdered. And now the mom gets it. The mother got to draw and say, hey, Mom, look at me killing people. You get it now? I'm a murdering psychopathic alien here to take over the world. And she starts losing it, and it's too late because by this point, you're dead. Your man's dead.
Yeah,
Your man's
he's
dead.
done.
His face has been blown.
But it's good to know you would have been on board with him shooting the kid in the head if had this gone successfully. He would have picked up the phone and said, "Oh, hey, don't worry about it. Problem solved."
But again, it's an issue with communication. He didn't tell her but you see why he didn't tell her? Because she was just flipping out saying that you freaking projecting about to end their marriage damn near because she riding for the son. So it was like, if he would have been like, hey, yo, I'm about to shoot him in the head tomorrow. You down? She wouldn't have been down with that then. Hell no. She had to find the organ porn and the freaking drawings pointing everything to him. But baby, your husband dead, and Brandon comes home, and you calling Brandon come home on one side like. Cause he answers the phone like straight serial killer. Yeah. She does the trope.
Already home.
She does the trope though. This kind of pissed me off too. Wait for the nigga to answer the phone. Cause as soon as
wait for him to say something before you start spilling all your fucking guts and everything. Right. I mean, maybe the kid would pick up the phone any goddamn way, and your husband's still alive. Now you giving the whole thing away. No. I don't know.
That pissed me off. So like you didn't hear hello. As soon as the thing answered, I know he's a motherfucking killer. I hit our son now. We need to motherfucking murder his ass. Oh my god, we gotta get him. You're right. Hi, mom. I'm home.
Oh, man, did I say wait? You didn't let me say all of this part is a joke. I was just kidding. Just playing. Oh, man.
My bad.
Yeah, I'm still, Mom is taking a new improv class.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, man. They say use what you know. So I thought, some comedy might come out of it. I don't know.
So kid comes home on some, okay, mom knows that. First he wanted to be secret until the time that he wanted it to go down, because I'm saying at the end of the movie, see, like he just started going ape shit after this, so why was he giving a fucking video what do? Because it was so trippy. She calls 911, and the sheriff and the deputy come through, and they coming through. The sheriff was like, oh no, I knew something was going to go down at that house. This was about Brandon. Brandon Bryant, yeah, he's a killer ass alien, ain't he? I motherfucking knew I'm going back. Stupid ass. And
black man got to say hello and goodbye.
So as soon as he had the door telling her to come with him, come outside. That boy killed him in 2 seconds.
Yeah, no thanks.
So it's like he got hit by a freight train, son. I was like, damn, they killed you like it was nothing. But he had the better death because the deputy got fucked up.
Oh yeah, they did, yeah.
Deputy tried to save her. Brandon grabbed the deputy and slamming her from the ceiling to the floor, to the ceiling to the floor, to the ceiling to the floor, and threw her through a freaking window.
And I was like, watch her die.
Oh God, it was gruesome. Like the kills, they were
awful.
It's where the money went.
Yeah.
And he just flying like a fucking, like they were just going in, dog, and mom's trying to get away, and that is a intense game of hide and seek at a point. Like, I was like, in a split second, I was like, you know what, baby, you kind of brought this on yourself, but at the same time, I hope you get out of this. I really hope you do. I hope you do.
Stop crying, making all that noise.
I mean, she knew when to shut the fuck up. It just it made no difference. It made no never mind. Brandon was here, and then she at some point jump out a window and then remembers when she gets cut. Oh yeah,
that's right. He got cut by the spaceship.
So let me go to the spaceship. Now my question is this: he's faster than her. He flew out to the ceiling at a point and saw her running to the shed. I feel like he should have beat her there.
He should have.
She got all the way to the. For movie's sake, we got to give it to him, but
we'll say that
he didn't see her. Maybe he doesn't have super hearing because they didn't tell us that he had super hearing.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Maybe that's it.
Maybe his hearing isn't super.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's give him that.
Yeah,
she made it to the spaceship. She broke us off. She broke her off a piece.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then she does the whistle game because that's what they show at the top of the game.
Right.
That they play hide and seek and they whistle at each other, try to find each other. Mm-hmm. He did it to her in a very creepy way when he was looking for her at one point at this end, and then she does it to him to try to find him again. And she finds him, and she's fucked up, but she still appeases. She tries to appeal to her son somewhere, this alien, and he falls for it for a second. For a second, he would. He hugs his mom back and everything, and then she takes too long with her crying ass to hit him with the blade.
Darling, you gotta all right. I know this is the first time you had to stab somebody, but I mean,
and
you cocked the bat just way too far.
And cried. You will always
Love, those are the wrong words right before you stab somebody.
You stab him first, and then you tell him that while he bleeds out.
Yeah, just don't talk.
Rip it, cut his throat. Do something more than hold your arm out while you cry. I understand your son. I get it. It's not gonna be easy to kill your kid.
No, it's right. Well,
but damn,
yes.
dog, that was a costly mistake because as soon as he caught your wrist,
It seemed like she had sort of signed it. She had kind of got on board though for the idea.
Wow.
I mean, it just was
whatever board she was on, dog. As soon as, because once again, this alien kid is like if you freaking urges.
It was just too late at that point. He was
urges. You piss him off, it's over. It's it. He does not have no empathy. It's no middle ground. I like you. I don't. Ain't no middle ground. Mom tried to kill me. Let's fly mom out into space. And yeah.
But the dad already tried. It's like I feel like he was on guard by the time she came up with that spaceship piece.
But he could have just ran up and murdered her when she was like, "I'll always be your mom. I love you." He did have that slight last. She was the last lightest tether to humanity of some sort. Because even though he came home to fuck up mom, I guess
right.
that speech may have quelled him as long as I guess he's like she becomes a slave or something. Because I don't know what future at any point his temperamental alien ass is gonna murder her. But yeah, once you feel like I'm at stake and shit, alien murder time. And he flew her up into the sky, and it was one of those Superman shots with Lois Lane, but it ended in a different way. Because there's a point where Superman and Lois Lane are up in the sky, and like he's holding her lovingly. No, after busting, they bust through the ceiling, right? So mom gets fucked up before she even goes in the sky. They don't even go outside and say, "Hey, clear skies." No, he busts her through the roof. Face first. So she go up in the sky freaking bleeding and glass hanging out of her face and shit. And he just drops her and watches her as she falls. And as she falls, an airplane, we see him look at an airplane that's about to hit him. And then the next thing we see is a news of this airplane that apparently crashed into their house and everyone was killed. And the only person still around is little Brandon eating an ice cream cone, the only survivor of all of this. Everyone else is incinerated. And yeah, the movie goes into the credits, and he took over BRIGHTBURN, Kansas. He just murdering all kind of things. We got our nigga with the fin from Guardians of the Galaxy, Michael Rooker. What's his name? Yeah, Rooker. And he's the conspiracy guy saying you don't see all these phenomenon going on, and they showing all these clips. Like your boy start taking over. Like he takes over. These clips of him murdering towns and shit is just ridiculous. And we also have the hints that there's a world that they're building. Because your boy talks about an evil fish man and a woman who kills people with ropes. And it made me think to myself, oh my goodness, he might be creating the world that I wanted M. Night to create when he let me down with the Glass universe. And also, a lot of this movie also made me think about Chronicle.
Yeah, a lot of Chronicle references. Definitely by the time we get to the end of it, it's a movie version versus a found footage version. And I would like to see a universe built here. Somebody actually joked about that I heard they want to see a Lex Luthor movie where he a Lex Luthor sort of spinoff where he decides that he's gonna take down Superman. Or the whatever the hell we're calling this kid.
My brain went to they have to flip a villain story now. You know what I'm saying? Because if we're gonna have this Aquaman and we're gonna have this Wonder Woman, we're gonna have this Superman. And curiously enough, there was no Batman. Because what do? You make him like a serial killer? Because it made me wonder: are they gonna either 1, do a Lex Luthor flip, 2, do some kind of weird Batman flip, or 3, on some wild shit, make a killer clown be the hero? You never know. But we know they gotta have to flip a villain story to match where they're going with this, if they do plan to make a universe, which I'll be happy to see, because I'm all for that. Like Glass let me down, but Unbreakable, Split, and the first 2/3 of that movie had me hooked until they botched the ending. I would love to see a flip on what we think is lore taken seriously and see what other avenues would go in, because you ain't gonna do that with Spidey or with Batman or with Superman. They're gonna kind of stick to certain rules and mechanics. So when you can create a whole nother world and follow your own rules, I'm excited to see if they get the money and the green light to do more. Curious. Once again, this movie got mixed reviews, but I enjoyed it.
I'm waiting for the part where he shoot her ass to space.
Oh man, it's intense. Man.
Oh yeah, it's coming up pretty soon.
But hi Marty, where you land on this joint?
Oh yeah, like I said, I feel like this is a one-off, and unless they plan on continuing this into some sort of series or universe or world, I don't really see myself like seeking this out again to watch. Not that I'm against watching it again, but it sort of, I got all I needed to get out of the first time. And, a lot of this stuff was really gruesome, too. So it's not something I really, really want to return to at the moment. But, if they're building a universe, this is maybe something I'll revisit on my own. But otherwise, this was cool. One was done. I do give it sort of in that gun fashion. I mean, it was sort of very gun-ish. I enjoyed it.
It just was dark.
It was real dark.
I had to watch cartoons after this, dog, because it's like, dude, like again, I like movies that end well, and it puts dark energy into my spirit. It's just watching the mama hold her son's face. She loved him so much, he just drops her from the sky from her blood. It's like it's so dark.
No hope coming for it. It's like, no, this is it, man.
This is it. The villain wins.
Yeah.
The villain wins at all the course. I'm with you on. I'll watch this movie again, but I wouldn't search it out as fervently without sequels. Like, if y'all start creating a world, I would think this would make this more fun to watch, because then I can watch how it ties into the building blocks and such. Like, I'm really hoping for a world to be created out of this. Especially since it didn't make much to make this one. And again, you have options. We can get into the Fishman story, or we can get into Lex Luthor or Joker or some villain story. You have so many places to go by just having this foundation. You doubled your budget in the first weekend, so you made your money back. So, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much advertisement went into this, because all of it went over my head if there was a lot of it.
A lot of online.
A lot of online stuff?
A lot of online.
Because
it was all over Google, YouTube, Facebook, a lot of online.
Because I know they like to typically...
A lot of Hulu, too. Like, it was online push.
Okay.
I don't watch much TV, so I don't know how it looked on TV.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of it on TV.
Okay.
But I know that they always say for like a Hollywood movie that you add like 50 million, 20 to 50 million or whatever to the budget for advertisements.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's great for opening. I'm sure. I mean, I don't know. Is the word of mouth on this pretty good? Because I haven't talked to a lot of people who've seen it yet.
I don't know anyone in real life. No. Some of my Facebook friends like it. Like I said, I saw one review that shat on it, and that's all. I haven't listened to any other reviews.
Somebody ain't gonna see it.
What?
You're not gonna see it, right?
No.
You didn't just.
Well, she just saw a lot of clips where we had the background here.
Right.
So
no,
it
she
was
didn't.
necessary, and her
Right.
was necessary.
I love what it does for the genre, because like every comic book movie does not need to be the same.
Right.
You can do
And
something like this and put some more, cash behind it.
yeah. Joker's gonna be interesting. Like I love the movies I think Joker's gonna be interesting. I just love the movies that go their own way, and this did.
Yeah.
And some people, like one podcast, feel like it's too predictable. I knew what would happen. I was like, even though I know what happened, I still kind of dug watching it play out. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but then also that doesn't give it a lot of replay value to me.
I mean,
for me at least,
a lot of superhero films are like that, though. I know the superhero's gonna win in the end. He's gonna kick the bad guy's ass after some random monologue, and he's gonna get the girl. I mean, we know it's gonna go down, but sometimes the journey is fun.
Sometimes, and this one is gruesome.
Yeah, yeah, it's dark. It's dark, man. It's dark. Like if you're in the dark shit, go watch it. I mean, we just spoiled every piece of it, so we already know that we'll spoil the podcast. So you know we're gonna give it all to you. But like, yeah, I know if you really like this film, you're into that dark shit.
It hurt. No, you know what? Because I don't know, when I think about it and sort of the things we don't talk about that happened in that movie, like, so this little girl got creeped out because this kid showed up in her fucking window. Then her mom goes like ape shit because that's my kid, don't fuck with my kid. Right? That gets her fucking killed. Yeah. Then, like, before she gets fucking killed, though, the kid goes back to her fucking room, and he's like, listen, I know you know I can do incredible shit. And you're the only person in the world that knows that.
He brought the little girl some flowers after
flowers.
Ripping her freaking wrists out.
What did she say about it? Because I can't remember what I was doing, but something happened where I missed it. But she sort of said something like, my mom doesn't want me to talk to you. And he was like, don't worry about that. I'm going to take care of that.
Oh, Lord.
And then proceeds to go
And
fucking
murder her mom.
Murder her fucking mom.
And won't hear nothing from her ever again.
And then they add, but the cops talk about, you know, oh man, she must be recognized. Like, yeah, she's kind of tough. She doesn't want to say anything. She don't want to talk to anybody.
Right.
She's fucking scared.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, that's some shit that's like, that's kind of fucked up.
And she was the only person that was nice to him. That's it. Only good people got messed over in this movie.
And then at the end of the day, when this nigga's flying around on YouTube, she knows that's fucking him.
Yeah.
She knows that's fucking him.
If he hasn't gone back and killed her.
If she's even still alive.
You hear me?
I mean, fuck.
This is a
dude,
dark movie, man.
That's, yeah, dude. That's just a, I don't know, you think about it like that. I'm like,
There's a lot that, like I said, there's a lot to take home
dope.
with you.
Yeah, this was dope.
Mentally.
I mean, it gave me a lot to unpack. You know what I'm saying? Like before I wanted to, when I first walked in, or when I was thinking about it at least on the ride home, I was just kind of like, man, this they didn't really do a lot. But it's like, I don't know, when you really think about it, they did do a lot. They just weren't able to show all of it because once again, it was $6 million. So you know, I have more respect for the movie now. And like I said, I figured I'd enjoy talking about it a little bit more than that first watch. But come to think of it now, if there is a series, which I'm down for.
Yeah.
I want that if they can do it.
They have to build on this, but not give me the same thing.
Yes.
I'm not gonna sit through this again.
Right, exactly.
They have to build on this.
And I mean, like, I don't know, yeah, like really fucking, I don't know, just do whatever the fuck you want, just like you did with this, like just really go the other way. But I don't know, however they want to do, flip a villain story, which, you know, why not?
Because the thing is, because it has to be a very interesting villain story for the mere fact of, the Lex Luthor story is not
that.
Because if you dip me into either Bruce or Lex, they're both rich kids. I'm not that into the slow paced telling of how the rich kid becomes heroic. Like, no, I would rather jump into like the killer clown, like the motherfucker
Batman.
dealing with a mental disorder.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The motherfucker dealing with mental disorder and they trying to not kill anymore, legitimately. And we trying to, you know, get that person rehabilitated. And then at the end of the movie, you find your real next target and it's this motherfucking super kid that's whoever.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Go from a really messed up person and the rich kid, it's with anything, it's how you write it. Because the rich kid can have a mental disorder. Who knows? But I give everything to the writing. If you write it correctly and you execute well, I'm here. And I'm already open for the lane. Now you just got to continue in the lane and push it. Push it. This is a good start. If it ends here, okay. But you have like the potential to, like, again, Glass, like M. Night could have made a world. He could have had like his own Star Wars or Marvel franchise if he would have played. And that's the thing, is his whole deal for it was to not do that. He wanted to be the antithesis to that. But nigga, you left a lot of money on the table trying to be artsy, nigga. Like, people would pay to see a dark world of everything you think you know is flipped. And we seen these dark people, like we did Wonder Woman is this, or and we have these villains. Like, that is a lane that's not been live action explored. It's been explored in comic books, maybe even on some cartoons, but in the live action, not in the fashion that M. Night could have brought to it with the established characters he befuddled. So whoever does this, I hope you do as well. I hope you continue. That's why I can leave it with that.
Word.
And unless you got something else on this, man, I think that's about wrap. That's about it.
Yeah, that's all I got on it, man.
BRIGHTBURN.
BRIGHTBURN.
So, this is that actor guy, Mr. Bass in the building, you feel me? Hit us up at reviewingdat@gmail.com. As we always say, you refer it, we review it. Next one is in time. Can't wait to do it. Hit me up at Mr. Bats, spell it Mr. Alder. You're going to find another cat. And for this episode, this round of reviewing that, man, we out here. Well, I'm out here. You know, other people got to, talk their shit.
It's... it's favorite host, Marty, M-A-R-T-Y Edwards.
Hi, Marty.
Hi, Marty. M-A-R-T-Y Edwards 504 on Instagram, Twitter, and Snap at the chat. Also go to LowRainPictures.com. Click on Your30 tab where I co-host the show there with, what's his name?
He's gonna love you for that.
That's what they call him. The also known as The Arrogant Observer. Your30 with Marty and The Arrogant Observer. Check it out where you get your podcasts.
Yep.
And this is that fire coming to the stage and screen, Relle the Protagonist. You can find me at Relle the Protagonist on Facebook or on Instagram and Facebook at On the Lake Podcast, where you will hit up me and my co-hosts, where we co-host on The Lake. On The Lake with a D, not THE. No. The Lake.
One word, mofos. And shouts out to Fat Girl Nola. She had to step out, but go follow her, Fat Girl Nola, and I am J.Steel _, etc., etc. Hit up FlyWithBats@gmail.com if you want to talk to the crew, D-Mac and Alpha Joe, man. We happy to hear from you, man. We want y'all to be part of the conversation, you dig, as always. But, for this episode, we out.